Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper from Viperland, and we're here. Got two big, chunky boxes of Marvel and one Hololive, which will be coming afterwards. I just didn't really have room here. There's only so much space. So we're just gonna cut them both so I can put the knife away. There's one. It's the one we're actually gonna start with. We'll put the other one back behind for a bit. I guess I'll need the knife for Hololive, but that's okay. So we're going to do the usual. We are going to read the cards as we pull them till we start hitting duplicates. So it's going to start slow and speed up as we go. I've done 2 pre-releases for this already now. I did one. Oh, there goes my phone. Cool. So glad I knocked that off the counter. Yeah, that's fine. I did one last night and one earlier today. I actually got to play... I played Villains last night and I played Heroes today. Villains went better for me, but I liked my hero team. But Villains just went better for me. So this set has a lot of archetypes. So blue-white teamwork, blue-black draw second card. There's definitely support for it. I don't know. It's interesting. I did black-red Villains Matter yesterday. Green-red power-up I really like. I want to play it. I did white-green Heroes Matter today. Attack alone, I splashed a little bit of that today. Excuse me. So it's heroes that wanted to attack alone. It worked. Kinda. Artifacts, always kind of nice. Nobody really, I mean, the only people who hate artifacts are people playing against it. Creatures Graveyard, I haven't really noticed that. But, you know, cool. Wizards, if that's what you want to say, is definitely one of the archetypes. Non-creature spells, always. Though it's weird that it's not, is it? But that's artifacts, you know. And 1/1 counters is always nice, so. I honestly, I mean, I didn't draft it, so you know. It's hard to tell when you're playing 2 sealeds. But I feel like some of those archetypes don't shine through. Heroes and villains absolutely shine through. Artifacts shine like a crazy beacon. The artifacts are nuts. So obviously, I just like opening cards, but I'm not gonna lie, the thing I want from this, I want the giant mural. That's what I want. I have 1 card from it so far. We have the Spider-Man. I pulled it today in my pre-release set. Let's actually move this a smidge that way. There we go. So, I have 1 card for it. It's what, 18 cards? It's a 3x6? Yeah. So it's 2 full binder pages, which is why I want it. No, it's... yeah, 3x6. Yeah, okay. Garbage in the right spot. Cool. Alright. Hero in Training. When this creature enters, draw a card. If you control another hero, gain 2 life. I used this today, it was fine. Here at Avengers Academy will show you how to control your powers and become the heroes of tomorrow. Hank Pym, Avengers Academy founder. So, my Marvel knowledge is sporadic. Obviously, I've seen all the Marvel movies leading up to Avengers Endgame, and I've seen basically nothing after. But I also grew up watching X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons, so that's about my knowledge. That's about the extent of what I got. That is, oh yeah, it always puts on under fantasy. It's like, we can't play that one. I gotta change the artist for that. It says the artist's fantasy. That one will get the channel flagged. Decoy Ploy. Choose one or both. Return target villain card from graveyard to your hand, or both. Target hero card from graveyard to your hand. So if you're actually playing a mixed deck, this is better for 2 mana. What fools you are that you cannot discern between a robotic servant and that which is doomed. There's a good amount of Dr. Doom in here. Kree Commandos. Vigilance Flying Prowess. Pretty simple. It's a little expensive, but the Flying Vigilance Prowess adds a buck. This one is a whole video. The magic. I split the magic and Hololive usually. Yeah. So that's why we're not doing like a box of magic, Hololive, a box of magic. We're doing all the magic, then all the Hololive, which is just 1 box in this case. But still, yeah, I'll split them. Different thumbnails and whatnot. But also, sorry, how's it going? I would have liked to have gotten 2 boxes of Hololive, but it was $60 a box, and that's a lot for. I know I'm not making that money back on that box. To be fair, I don't think I'm making money back on this either. But like. We'll see. Apparently Mar, her Oshi is in that box, so we'll see. Oh, potentially in that box. I don't know if it's in this box, but in the set. Blazing Crescendo did wonders for me yesterday. Target creature gets 3/1 until end of turn, so it's a combat trick, but also exile top card of your library and you can play it to the end of the next turn. So it's also card draw. I know it's not quite card draw. Card advantage. So much for diplomacy. Sometimes just gotta, you know. I haven't gotten a chance to play with Undercover Scroll, but other people said it did very well. As long as there are 2 more creature cards in your graveyard, it gets 2/2 in its all creature types, and it's a mana dork before then. So, you know, if your creatures aren't dying, it's a mana dork, and if creatures are dying, it's a bigger mana dork. They're already here. D-Power. Also like this one, though I haven't had a chance to use it. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets an attacking creature. It gets -4, -0 till end of turn, and you draw a card. Wait, I feel funny. Something's not right. Just D-Power is a great, dependable Quinjet. So it's a flying mana dork, but it is crew 4, which I think is a lot for a 3/3 flyer in my opinion, but it is a mana dork for 3, and that's not bad. And a lot of stuff cares about artifacts. Hex Magic. Actual Arcane. There's not too many Arcane cards recently. Exile all the cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. Until the end of your next turn, you may play cards exiled this way. So, useful. Potentially. At the Scarlet Witch's touch, probabilities shift and the impossible becomes real. Echo, Perceptive Prodigy. It's got Vigilance, and it can copy target activated or triggered ability you control from a creature source. You may choose a new target for the copy. I've seen the fighting techniques of some of the best. Now their strengths are mine. You know, just gotta take everyone's, you know, fighting techniques. Quake, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. also put in a little work for me today. I thought they'd be better, but I just didn't get them out often enough. Simple enough, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to tap target creature or land. So you can either tap one of their lands, tap one of their creatures, and it works if you cast on their turn too, so nice. Lets you drive away without a road. Mildly difficult. Gathering Place. That's one of the new rares. So there's a new cycle of rare lands. It adds a colorless, but can add 2 colors if it entered this turn, and if you control a basic. Useful, I'd say. Not gonna be the go-to, but like when stuff starts rotating out, maybe. That's our first rare. Hey, and our first mythic in pack 1, Namor the Submariner. Flying. I get it, but it's funny to see an underwater creature flying. Namor's power, to be fair, that is Merfolk in Lorewind did a lot of flying, so he checks out. It's just funny. Namor's power is equal to the number of Merfolk you control, also checks out. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with 1 or more mana symbols in its mana cost, make that many 1/1 blue Merfolk creature tokens. Oh, that could get crazy quick. Should be our foil. Super Speed. Flash, enchant creature. When it enters, creature gains first strike until end of turn. And enchanted creature gets 1/0 and has haste. And the full art lands are pretty dope. I like the concept of here's bits of the city with like heroes doing stuff that's not the focus of it. I think it works because like how else are you going to get a Galactus token, you know, a 16/16 legendary elder alien creature with flying and trample, and whenever he attacks, destroy target land. And Squirrel. I like the Squirrel doing the superhero pose. I think it's pretty dope. I enjoy it. I did get Squirrel Girl yesterday, but I didn't get enough green cards to support her. And considering she's 1 colorless, 3 green, you need to commit to green to run her. And I couldn't commit to green. I wanted to so bad. I really do want to run Squirrel Girl. In Limited, I want to make Squirrel Girl, and I want to get the Fantastic Four Infinite. Which we should pull tonight. We got 2 boxes. Hour of Defeat, I also used today, and I wish I had more chances to use it. It was good, it only came up like once. Destroy target creature and surveil 1. Tomorrow's sun will rise on a new king of Wakanda, Eric Killmonger. I like, if you're gonna name your kid Killmonger, you maybe shouldn't be shocked that he becomes a villain. Giant-sized flying, I don't know if it's an actual last name or if it's just, you know, but like, the EDF card, Giant-sized flying ant, Flash, flying, and when it enters, you can either tap a non-land permanent or untap a non-land permanent. Aldron laughed at the swarm, so Pin upped the ante. And the ant. Shield Spy Kit, this one put in some work today. Equipped creature gets 1/1. It's an equipment, obviously. And whenever an equipped creature attacks alone, you untap it and scry 1. So, if you're gonna attack alone, it ain't half bad. Super Speed we just saw, but this one's not foil. Gorilla. It's got reach, and you can sacrifice it to destroy a non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment only on your turn. The fact that it's non-creature is important because there's a lot of artifact creatures in this set, so this does kind of limit what it can do, but there's a lot of problematic stuff out there you can get rid of. Thought you all were globe-trotting superhero types. You act like you've never seen a talking gorilla before. Didn't know there was a gorilla man, but you know, cool. There's a lot of Marvel I don't know. Repulsor Blast, simple, straightforward. Deals 5 damage to target creature, but if you tap 2 powers of creatures as you pay for it, it also does 2 damage to that creature's controller. Mind if I cut in? A lot of the art's really good, but again, I mean, it's magic. Ah, Blazing Crescendo. Is this part of the art I'm looking for? Hold on, I've got the thing up that I'm looking for. Did the go live notification never proc? Ah, is this stream? What? Huh. Well, Streamlabs chatbot is being stupid. It says streams offline, which it's very clearly not. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to check this. This is, yes! This is part of the art we're looking for. So this is to the bottom left of Spider-Man. So I'm going to put that aside. Maybe we can see if we can... I mean, hopefully by the time this is done we can assemble all of it. But it is 18 cards, and several of them are alternate versions of Mythics. But a bunch of them are alternate versions of Uncommons, like this. I didn't actually read it, did I? Blazing... Oh, no, this is Blazing Crescendo. Okay, we saw this one earlier. This is just alternate art of it. Cool. Beast Erudite Aerialist. I didn't realize Beast was on the set. I haven't actually seen him. Cool. Like, I like it, just didn't know. As long as you've put 1 or more 1/1 counters on Beast this turn, he has flying. Whenever Beast deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh my stars and garters. Misty Knight, Hero for Hire. Discard a card. Draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. So if you have other methods to discard, could be useful. I don't think there's a ton of that in this set, but you know. Oh, Hero, this is Control. Are you for hire tonight? Yellow Jacket, Heartless Marauder. Flying, whenever another villain you control enters, Yellow Jacket gets 1/0 and gains lifelink till end of turn. That's not bad. I wouldn't build around or anything, but if you're already doing villains, it's an inexpensive flyer that can gain lifelink. They won't see me, but they'll certainly feel my sting. I don't understand why lifelink, but I'm not mad because I'd play it. I also don't know Yellow Jacket very well, so... Punishing Punch. The spell costs 2 less to cast if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature and opponent controls. Punch it hard. I can't help it. Your face is just so punchable. The Superhero Civil War. It's a saga. On your first turn, when you play it, gain control of up to 2 target creatures with a total mana value of 6 or less for as long as Saga remains in the battlefield. Damn. So 5 mana, you're just stealing 2 creatures. It does have to be lower mana value, but damn. Turn 2, creatures you control get 1/1 and gain Vigilance till end of turn, and then as it leaves, target creature you control fights up to 1 other target creature, so you can have them beat each other up. Okay. Not mad. Okie and Dora Miali Leader. But when she enters, creates... Oh, man, somebody whooped me with this and the Mind Stone the other night. Because they could flicker it. So when it enters, you make 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, and then whenever creature tokens you control are attacking, they have first strike. No, my king, we did not kill them. There were, however, many injuries. And we got a mountain, and a hero robot villain token. There's one other fun token I've noticed in this set. We'll see it. I'm sure we'll see it, because I've seen 2 by just opening packs for pre-release, so it can't be too rare. I haven't seen the Galactus yet. That was pretty cool. The tokens are almost never worth anything, but it's still nifty. Widow's Bite, really good removal. You can teamwork 3, then you choose one. If the spell is cast using teamwork, you do both. Target creature gains death touch until end of turn, or target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Agent of Atlas. It's just a 2/2 prowess. Simple. I don't do conquest. The Atlas Foundation is now a force for peace. Red Room Recruit. When this creature enters, it connives. So you get to draw a card and discard a card. If you discard a non-land, it gets bigger. Or if you discard a land, you probably just freed up your hand. The Red Room doesn't grade on a curve. Only the deadliest make it out. Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. Wakanda Royal Guard. Vigilant 4/4. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. If that creature is a hero, it gets 2 instead. The shield and spears of Wakanda are forever united in defense of their king. We say thee nay. Teamwork 2, another arcane. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 mana. Counter that spell unless it pays 4 instead if you use teamwork. The Volcanic Villain. That's a 3/2 haste with power up. So power up abilities you can only ever activate once on that card. But if you have enough to pay, like, you reduce it by its mana cost if it entered that turn. So you can play it for 3 mana for 3/2 with haste, or if you have all 6, you can play it, immediately power it up, and you've got a big haster. I think power up's a decent mechanic. I'll get out of my way or get burned. Surveillance Room put in a little bit of work for me lately. It's a color filter that can surveil when it enters. Shield always keeps a watchful eye on the world from the shadows. Atuma Atlantean Warlord, nice shark. Other merfolk you control get 1/1. Whenever one or more merfolk you control attack a player, draw a card. All who swim the tide shall bow to my command. Vision Teen Synchronoid. Synthezoid? Synthezoid, I was wrong. Flying. It's got Cybernetic Sense, which is whenever it attacks, draw a card if her power is 4 or greater, and then power up for 7, put 2 on 1 counters. Simple. It gets bigger, and I mean, it's expensive, but a 4/4 flyer is not bad. And every time they attack, draw a card if they're already powered up, or if you have another way to get them there. That's not bad. A Mockingbird Ace Agent, Double Strike, 2/2. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on a Mockingbird. I don't hate that. My first love was the lab work, but these days my heart is in the field. Double strikers, they get bigger. I like. Oh, hey, another mythic. Damn, we're what, 3 packs in? Modak, legendary artifact creature villain. It's got flying and lifelink. You can use a mental organism, pay 3 life, it connives, activate only during your turn. Okay, that's not too crazy. And it is designed only for killing creatures your opponent's control gets smaller. Ooh, man, if I got him in like a draft, I'd be very happy. Hey, Loki, God of Mischief. Legendary creature, god, sorcerer, villain. This was a 2/2. This is a 2/1. Whenever a player or permanent becomes the target of an ability you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once a turn, so if you buff one of your guys, draw a card. Foolish heroes, Loki can match you trick for trick, and then some. That was another rare. Go Nuts. Nice Squirrel Girl card. Teamwork 3. Choose one. If the spell is cast using teamwork, you get both. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. Wish I had that today. You got a nice plains. Simple, effective. And villain treasure. Alright. Come on. And we already got 2 mythics. I'm not mad. I want more of the art for the mural, but 2 mythics ain't half bad. Trickster, I also don't know what's really worth anything in this set, other than the Mind Stone. The Mind Stone is always going to be Trickster Stratagem. The owner of target creature and opponent controls puts it in their library second from the top or on the bottom. Then up to 1 target creature you control connives. Does a bunch of things, but it's expensive. Alright. Let's take you off the board, shall we? Crowd of True Believers. Target creature you control that's attacking alone gets 1/0 until end of turn and you gain 1 life. My opponent yesterday gained a ton of life off of this. Being a hero is easy when you know who you're fighting for. Kingpin's Enforcers. I got a lot of use out of this yesterday. Lifelink 2/3, and for 3 mana you can sack an artifact or creature, which does include itself, and draw a card. Mr. Fink heard that you have an issue with the way he does business. We've come to resolve this dispute. Restorative Technique. Target player gains 2 life, then searches the library for basic land card, puts it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffles, and put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That does, like, everything. You gain the life, you get a land, and you get a 1/1 counter. It is 3 mana, but that's not bad. I mean, I'd play it if I wasn't green. Mastery is more than body and mind. Oh, sorry, excuse me. You must also know your place in the universe. Shang-Chi. Vision of Love. Got this played against me a lot, because it's really effective. It's 2 mana, you can either sack an artifact or discard a card and draw 2 cards. Simple. It's just, discard a card, draw 2, but if you have an abundance of artifacts, do that instead. Love transcends all barriers. Atlantean Cavalry, crab card, hate it. Vigilance, when you draw your 2nd card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. These surface dwellers feel safe with their feet on dry land. Let us remind them why they fear the deep water. Ugh, no. Only major god of Pantheon that's associated with trickery and pranks that I'm remotely familiar with. There must be more out there, but I agree. I am not immediately familiar with others, but there must be. Quinjet we saw. Pim Particles, sorcery. Target creature gains vigilance on end of turn and can't be blocked this turn, and you draw a card. For 1 blue, it's okay. There's a whole different perspective from down here. I like it. Vigilance can be really useful, and also just, even if it's just a 1 mana draw a card, I don't hate it. We already saw Evil's Thrall. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. If you control a villain with greater mana than that creature, gain control of that creature until the end of your next turn instead. Untap it, gains haste until end of turn. Really useful. If you're running villains, just steal whatever. Stay your fist, Rand. You are not well. T'Challa the Black Panther. I would totally play that too. Hey, Black Widow, double agent. 3/2 Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, against First Strike and Menace until end of turn, which is great for her. First Strike means you strike first. She's already got Death Touch, and Menace means she has to be blocked by 2. So you kill the 2 things already if she's the one attacking. I actually really like that. I mean, you know, I still wouldn't call you a deity. This is the card I really wanted to pull. I'm hoping to pull it either Wednesday or in draft. The Serpent Society. Obviously I want this. Death Touch, and here's the fun part, Ward, get 5 poison counters. So for anyone besides me to target this, they get 5 poison counters, and whenever an opponent has 10 or more poison counters, they instantly lose the game. So if you get 2 of these, they can't remove both of them, they lose. Whenever another creature you control with Death Touch dies, each opponent sacks a non-token creature of their choice. I want to pull this in limited so badly. Speed, Young Avenger. It's a 2/2. Haste, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1 extra mana. When you do, target creature with haste can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. Wait, not in my vocabulary. Fisk Tower. It's just enters tapped to gain 1 life. There's a bunch of these lands in here. I'm surprised it's the first one I saw so far. Fisk Tower is a symbol of my support and patronage of the city. Rest assured, I am always there, looking down. The Tiger God. That's a 1 card makes that. And then Sturdy Shield. The 1 card makes that too. I've seen both the cards that make it, but I haven't seen that token. I always forget, sorry. The Seed of Sacrifice theme is like 13 minutes long. I was like, this has been playing for a bit. Some of the Final Fantasy music, while phenomenal, is very lengthy for the versions I have. I gotta change that. Hydra Troopers. It's a 3/2. When it enters, make a tapped 2/1 black villain creature token with Menace if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Otherwise, mill 2 cards. So you don't want to play this. Milling can be fine too. Evil never lacks foot soldiers to do its will. No, don't do it. Kree Commandos, we saw that earlier, a lot of keywords. Frozen in Ice, enchant creature. When this aura enters, tap enchanted creature, and it loses all abilities and can't become untapped. The loses all abilities is actually huge. Normally these types of cards just tap them. Lose all abilities is actually really useful. Rapid Rescue. Mill 2 cards, you may put a permanent card from among the milled cards in your hand. You gain 2 life. It's okay. Another day, another disaster. It is funny to see Spider-Man on these cards when he got his own set. Crimson Operative put in some work for me. A Prowess, 3/2. When it enters, exile a top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You can play that card. I just played it because it was a villain, but it worked. I think you will find the latest version of my armor particularly impressive. Crimson Dynamo Dmitry Bukharian? Definitely don't know all the names. Savage Land Dinosaur. It's a 7/6. It's stupid big. Trample and basic land cycling, so if you can't afford this and it's early in the game, you can pay 2 to discard it and search your land for basic land and put it in your hand. Sometimes small things spook them. Really? It's a giant dinosaur. Sure. Kree Sentinel. This also put in work for me yesterday. It's got there's a bunch of basic land cycling in the set, so like certain things that are really big, if you can't play them, you can land cycle and get the land instead, which is nice. But it's a 5/5 reach. That ain't bad. Supreme Intelligence claims his planet. It's not like crazy, that's why it's a common, but you know, sometimes you just shapeshift and get pregnant as a prank, you know. It's pretty normal. So hold on, I got a Discord thing I had to click. 1 second. Man, nobody ever messages me while I'm streaming, except for when I'm doing card stuff where my keyboard is really out of reach and difficult to type on. Reptile Dinomorpher. Love every part of that. It's a 1/2. It can Brontosaurus until end of turn becomes a dinosaur hero with base power and toughness 3/5 and gains vigilance and reach. Or for 6 Tyrannosaurus Rex until the end of turn, Reptile becomes a dinosaur hero with base power and toughness 6/6 and gains trample. Yeah, love that. For a 1 mana cost thing that gets bigger, green is eaten well. Robot Domination. It's a plan. So plan is new to this thing, and it's a thing villains do, obviously. So whenever one or more creature cards are put into graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card, lose a life, and put a plan counter, and then whenever it hits a threshold, the plans do a thing and go away. When the third plan counter is put on this enchantment, you sack it and create 3 2/2 robot villain artifact creature tokens. So it's card draw, a little bit of life loss, but whatever, and then you make schmucks. So I like the plans. I haven't had a chance to really use one yet, though. Truck Toss. Spell costs 2 less if you control a vehicle. Makes sense. Truck cost deals 4 damage to a target. No, I love tacos! Hulk. I love this card flavor-wise. I don't know if it's something I'd use. I don't tend to run vehicles. But flavor-wise, I love this card. So, hopefully, I'll have a chance to use it. Who knows? Black Panther Vanguard. I wanted to run this yesterday. But I ended up going villains instead. Whenever another non-token hero you control enters, you either make an extra soldier, or all creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. It's crazy. As long as you're playing heroes, this is just a very good card. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Power-up cost is Rainbow. Put 2 1/1 counters on Nick Fury. Look at the top 7 cards of the library. You can put a hero, equipment, or vehicle from among them onto the battlefield. If it's a double-faced card, you may transform it. That's bananas. It's specific. You need a specific deck for this to do anything. But that's nuts. It's cards like Hulk transform, She-Hulk. There's definitely certain really powerful cards that if you get out with this are bananas. But your average card will not benefit from that. I like it though. I like really specific cards like that. I think it works. I am Iron Man. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying. And draw a card. Any questions? Tony Stark. Burnin Zana Plaza. It's another tapped 1 life. At the heart of Burnin Zana lies a monument to Bast and her chosen, the Black Panther. And then we got a Red Wing and Zabu token. I don't know what makes those, but you know. Nifty. Oh, man, we need more in that pile. There's other cards that make a scene that I'll totally put aside too, but this is the one I want. And the fact that we did get 1 from it. Visions of Villainy, sorry. Spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a villain, which makes it just a 2 cost, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, which ain't bad. As Thanos gazed into the cosmic vortex of the infinite well, he beheld the means to serve death all the better. I wish I got more use out of that yesterday. I had it in my deck. Web up. Weight removal. It's a Oblivion Ring. When the enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. You just hang right there and reflect on the choices that brought you here, Tasky. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Rocksun Brutes. Menace. 4/4. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put 1 counter on target creature. And it's got basic land cycling if you can't cast it. Aerial Doombot. You know, sometimes it's got to fly your bots. Flying and a power-up puts 3 1/1 counters on it, starts as a 1/1. That's okay. It's a bit expensive for the power-up, but yeah. I've seen your rightful place beneath me, Dr. Doom. Ant-Man's Army. When this creature enters, it's a 3/2. When it enters, you either make a food token or a treasure token. Do you need food or do you need loot? Come on, girls. We're not just here for snacks. Okay, maybe just one. Hydra Assault Robot also put in a ton of work from yesterday. It's simple. It's a 1/3, so it doesn't die super easily, and whenever another villain and or artifact you control enters, it punches the opponent in the face for 1 damage. I've come for you, Nick Fury. And when your deck is entirely artifacts and villains, that adds up pretty quickly. Artifact Creature Robot Scout. It's a 2/1 flyer. Herbie Scout unit. When this creature enters, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. I like that. I would draw. It's a bit expensive for its cost, but one can never have too many highly engineered robots built for interdimensional exploration around. Well, I was wondering what it stood for. There you go. Stature. size shifter. Also, hey Grim, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land Chat. Want pictures of Spider-Man? Want pictures of Spiders-Man? Oh man, Spiders-Man isn't in this one. Spiders-Man was in the Spider-Man set though, and I misread it multiple times. But it's just a suit with a bunch of spiders in it.
I want pictures of SPIDERSMAN.
Thank you, text-to-speech. Very wonderful. Also, hey Grim, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land Chat. Also, while we've got this moment of pausing anyway, I'm going to turn on the AC because it's getting toasty in here. But I could just use my remote for that, thankfully. I didn't get this air conditioner because I had a remote, but boy howdy has it been beneficial. Also, Grim, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land Chat. Thank you for 103 months resubscription. Hope you're doing super well. Hope you're staying cool up there. I don't know if it's as toasty there as it is for me here. But, you know. If it is, I hope you're staying cool. And if it's not, then I hope you're enjoying the cool weather. Not how to pronounce what? What did I mispronounce? I probably mispronounced something. Oh, the Spiders-Man, how it spelt it out, and yeah. Man, Spiders-Man was a weird card. As soon as I was about to say, what did I say wrong? Stature size shifter. Stature can't be blocked if her power is 1 or less. Okay. But then you can make her big, put X1 counters on stature for power up. All cute. Fun-sized dooms. I like the idea of a scalable. That's cool. I think that's the first power-up we've seen in the set with an X. Mr. Hyde, monster within. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1. It's a 2/2 creature. You can either put a 1/1 counter on him or remove a counter from a creature you control if you do draw a card. Anything that does something like every turn is always going to be useful to me. Like, just always. I read what I wanted to read and became what I wanted to become. Dr. Calvin Zabo. Yes, he became Mr. Hyde, apparently. Bullseye, Death Dealer. It's a 2/3. When he enters, you can sacrifice an artifact or discard a non-land card. And when you do, he deals 2 damage to any target. And for 3 and tap, he can do it again. Sack an artifact or discard a non-land card, deals 2 damage to any target. I don't miss. Hidden Lair, that's the blue-black of the cycle of rare lands. When the Avengers worried over the threat of Ultron 19 in a remote bunker, the construction of Ultron 2458 neared completion. They scaled up a little. That's fine. I feel like that scaled up number-wise. Hey, Mjolnir! How you doing, Mjolnir? Nifty. Hammer of Thor. Legendary artifact equipment. When it enters, it immediately punches something for 4. It doubles all damage equipped creature would deal, which is stupid, and it can only be equipped to characters that are worthy. And it's worthy if it is a legendary creature, not villain, and it has to have any combination of red or white in its color identity. So if it's not legendary, not worthy. If it's villain, not worthy. If it's not some part red or white, not worthy. You can also discard it to do 2 damage to each creature if you don't want to equip it for some silly reason, I guess. But not bad, another mythic. Ronin Shadowstalker, legendary 3/3. Most creatures in the set are legendary. Pay 2 life, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast equipment spells or activate abilities. Activate once each turn. Find the funniest worthy card. Oh, people, I don't know what the funniest is, but like, there are some notorious villains. Because villain as a keyword only shows up since Marvel, since Spider-Man. So there are some really bad characters in the lore of Magic that don't say villain on the card. So, like, Elish Norn. You know, the leader of the White Alliant Phyrexians, who's attempted to take over multiple planes of existence, is worthy to pick up Mjolnir. Which is fine. I'm sure there's funnier, but I like that Elish is worthy. Yeah, it's one of those cards everyone's seen. Hell's Kitchen. That's the one mana, the life gain. Where else would the devil live? Daredevil, Matt Murdock. And we've got, this is the other fun token, the Void. I don't know what makes this one yet. A flying indestructible 5/5 that attacks each turn available, but hopefully we'll find what makes that, because something in this set makes the Void. And another hero posing squirrel. There's got to be funnier than Elish. There must be. But, I like that Elish Norn is worthy to hold Mjolnir. Man, if you put that on Thor, though, it's going to be disgusting. Like, if you get both of those in limited, you're done. Food fills the void indeed. Also, Herrick, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland chat. Created by Hero Posing Scroll. Yes, of course. Agent of Atlas we saw earlier. Agents of Hydra. When this creature enters, it's a 2/1/1. Make a 2/1 black villain creature token with Menace. That's not too bad. Nice value for 2 mana. Hail Hydra! Immortal Hydra! We shall never be destroyed. Cut off 1 head and 2 more shall take its place. We serve none but the Master, as the world shall soon serve us. Hail Hydra! Nah. Shield Deployment Drone. It's a 2/2 flyer. When it enters, you make a 1/1 soldier creature token. One of the core capabilities of Shield is deploying agents anywhere within minutes. Giant Growth, a staple of green. 1 mana cost, you get 3/3 bigger to lend a turn at instant speed. Cap called for Giant Man, not Ant-Man. Something big must be going down. So, yeah, who would have thought? Fun game. Crazy. Hawkeye's Bow, specifically. Its equipment. Equipped creature gets 1/0 and has reach. It's a bow, makes sense. When equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Also like that, though. Each opponent is nice if you're in a multiplayer game. And it's just an equipped one. Inexpensive. Final Fantasy X Octopath? I don't think so. That doesn't ring a bell. Hydraulic Helper. It's an artifact robot 2/3. In pixel form. I feel like I saw some of them in Brave SBS, just clips of it. I never played it. So like I've seen some amount of them in pixel form, but also, yeah, of course it's gotcha, which is probably why I haven't noticed it. It's a defender. It can tap for mana, but the mana can only be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. So it's an artifact that gets non-artifacts. Interesting. Weird. Especially because blue wants... Oh, can't be spent to cast... Never mind. It's an artifact that only does artifacts. I read it wrong. Never mind. Put it here. No, not there. I said not there. Great. You've ruined $6 million worth of research, and I still don't have my coffee, Tony Stark. Well, even if it came stateside, I have no interest in the Octopath. I've gotcha game at all. Super Strength. It's an aura. Enchant creature gets 4/4 and has trample and ward 1. See? Hulk strong. Strongest there is. It's expensive, but can make a big thing stupid big. Invisible Woman Sue Storm. Okay, so there is one member of the Fantastic Four in 4 different colors, and they're all uncommon. They all have an effect, and if you have all 4 of them on the board at the same time, the effects go infinite and you automatically win the game. That is my goal in Limited. So Sue Storm has a lifelink, and whenever you put 1 or more counters on 1 or more other heroes you control, you make a 0/4 wall with Defender. I'll hold down the fort while you guys bicker. I'll put it aside so when we get all 4 of them we can just cross-reference. Falcon Winged Wonder. It's a 3/4 flyer. Avian Telepathy. When Falcon enters, create Red Wing. Oh, that's what makes Red Wing. Okay. Legendary 1/1 blue bird scout creature token with flying, and whenever Red Wing attacks, about 1. That's what makes Red Wing. Cool. We saw the token. Wasn't sure who did it. Claw Sonic Subjugator. A 2/2 with Sonic Attack. When he enters, target player reveals a number of cards from their hand equal to 1 plus the number of creature cards in your graveyard. You choose one of them, they discard it. Listen to the sound of death. Hear the sound of your own cells exploding. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Killmonger, Scourge of Wakanda. A 3/3. When he enters, you can sack another creature. When you do, destroy target online permanent opponent controls. What's that? He entered, and I have a chump creature token, and you have a big scary thing? Let's deal with that. As long as there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, Killmonger gets bigger, which, I mean, he feeds into if you proc his effect. Mole Man, Moloid Master. It's a 1/1, but you can play lands from your graveyard, and whenever a land you control enters, you make a 1/1 green minion creature token, named Moloid, with whenever this token attacks, you mill a card. Pretty spiffy. Forward, my mindless minions, to the surface to take what's ours. Sometimes you just gotta have a mole invasion. Ooh, this looks... I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera super well, but this is a decent looking foil. Red foils seem to foil better lately. I don't know. I feel like red gets the... Like, different cards look better or worse as foil. That one's pretty good. We got planes, and we got a soldier and villain. Alright. There's 1 or 2 cards I want to get as a foil just because they foil really well, but we'll see. And most of them are red. One is the Scarlet Witch and one is Lightning Bolt. Panther Pounce. It's an instant target player investigates. Target creature gets 1/0 and gains flying until end of turn and untap it. That's not bad for 1 mana. It's not insane, but you get a clue token. You get a bigger creature, the creature gets flying, and it untaps. Do you truly think you could run from me? T'Challa, the Black Panther. Ninja of the Hand. Not to be confused with a foot ninja from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Totally different. This is a hand ninja. Turtles has foot ninjas. Very different, okay? Cool. It's a 2/2 death touch, and it got power up. Each opponent discards a card. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. They are ruthless killers. I was one of them. Electra Nachos? I didn't actually know what her last name was. Wakandan Drone Flock. It's a 3/3 flyer, and I want to enter Scry 2. Simple. Wakandan engineers look to nature for inspiration as they develop new technologies. Hulk Smash! Teamwork 4, so you can tap a power of 4 total when you cast it. Choose one. If it was cast with teamwork, you get both. Destroy target non-land artifact. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Okay. Daredevil's enemy. Makes sense. Cool, though. Savage Land Dinosaur we saw. Futurist Forge. I like this one if I was in Artifacts. When it enters, draw a card, and you can sack it to draw 2 cards. So it's got card draw, and it's an artifact, which the blue-red cares about, and then, you know, more card draw. You saw what I built in a cave. Imagine what I can do here, Tony Stark. Vibranium Energy Daggers. And indestructible equipment. Only 1 to play, but 3 to equip, and they get 2/2. It's not great, but it ain't bad, and you can't get rid of it. These daggers can penetrate adamantium and disrupt nervous systems. What chance have you, T'Challa, Black Panther? Yeah. Watch the trailer? I'll have to give it a look. Crossbones Malicious Mercenary. Legendary 3/3 with a Death Touch. Whenever another villain you control enters, put in 1/1 counter on Crossbones. Oh man, I wish I had this yesterday. He deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only once each turn. Even at only once each turn, that's really good. Like, this is one of those cards that, like, at uncommon, I might pivot to villains if this comes up. That's not bad. Consider himself an artist, a craftsman who specializes in murder, destruction, and terror. It's a little expensive, so don't get it early. Still like it. Patriot Shield Wielder. Legendary 2/2. Tap and pay 2. Another target creature you control gets 2/0 and gets hexproof until end of turn. Useful. I like that. They say true heroes always put their teammates before themselves. I often find it's the other way around. Hulk Gamma Goliath. This guy beat my butt yesterday. I went 2-1 yesterday, and the only one I lost, they had this Hulk and they had Thor. It's a 6/5 reach trample, so you can't fly over it, and I was trying to fly a bunch. The power-up abilities of other creatures you control cost less, and if you have enough mana to power it up, which is not insane in green, because green ramps, it gets 5 bigger, which is stupid. And 11/10, even a 6/5 with trample is hard to deal with. You can't chump block it. It's hard to deal with. We got something peeking through over here. Hey, we got Bullseye, Death Dealer. This is part of a different scene, but still nifty. We already saw Bullseye, but this is new art. I'm putting all the scene cards aside to see if we can assemble any at the end of this. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Oh, double rare pack? No. Yeah, no. Okay, sorry. I keep forgetting that's an uncommon. To me, it feels like a rare because it beat my face in like a rare. Whenever it's a legendary human dinosaur hero at 2/2, whenever you cast, draw your second card each turn. Until end of turn, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur's base power and toughness become 6, and they gain trample. Whenever an artifact you control enters, draw a card. So yeah, if you play artifacts, this will always end up being a 6/6, and you'll get card draw, which is disgusting. Ooh, okay. So I like this way of doing sagas already. So sagas were the ones we saw earlier. We saw really early, actually. So they look like this normally, and this is effective. I don't hate this at all. That's a good way of doing sagas. But boy, does it work damn well doing it this way. World War Hulk. So on the turn it enters, the next red or green creature spell you cast this turn can be cast without paying its mana cost. Disgusting. It's expensive to get out, but you get a free creature. Put 3 1/1 counters on target creature you control. It gets bigger next turn, and then choose target creature you control until end of turn, double its power and toughness and against trample. Stupid. If they haven't removed this or killed that creature by the 3rd turn, you win. The foil also does look really sick. I really like that. There's our blue land. Blue-green Pym Technologies. These ants are the best lab assistants I've ever had. No offense, Bill. Hank Pym. And we've got a Merfolk token. And Doombot. There's a lot of token types in this set. 2 more packs until I put the bulk aside. We've barely doubled up on any tokens so far. I'm going to bring all these to draft night, so whatever anybody has, I'll have the token for them. I've started doing that just because it's useful. Stolen Stark Tech. This put in some work yesterday. It's a flash equipment. When it enters, it automatically attaches to a creature control, and for that turn, it gains indestructible. After that, it just gets 1-0. 1-0 is okay, but a flash, it gets bigger and indestructible for 2 ain't half bad. Atlantis Attacks. Teamwork 4. Choose one. If the spell cast using teamwork, choose both. Target player makes a 6/5 blue Leviathan with hexproof. Love it. Return 1 or 2 target non-land permanents that are on his hand. Yeah, so you can make a Leviathan and clear their stuff out if you have Teamwork 4. It is expensive, but, you know. Brave Brawler. 2/1 Lifelinker, and it can power up for 2 extra 1/1 counters. Bigger Lifelinker. You guys want a taste, eh? Knuckle sandwiches for everyone. D-Man. Dennis Dunphy? Did not know that was a Marvel character. Hire a crew. Make create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Then creatures you control get 1/0 till end of turn. You want subtle? You call the other guys. We're the Wrecking Crew. Undercover Scroll, saw that earlier. Super Speed, saw that. It's got booty. Aim Synthoids. It's a simple 1/3, and it surveils 2 and enters. MODOK commands that you be neutralized. Nothing must interfere with our programmed mission. Human Torch. Hey, there's our second of the Fantastic Four. Johnny Storm. Legendary 2/2 flyer. Whenever you draw a card, if you control another hero, Human Torch deals 1 damage to target opponent. And you can power it up for 7 to put 3 extra counters on it. Put that aside for now. Colleen Wing. Street Samurai. 2/2. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on Colleen Wing. And scry 1. This sword is my heritage. I respect it by having the skill to wield it. I like that. Reptile Dinomorpher. Still great. Saw it earlier, though. Ant-Man. Colony Commander. 2/2. Whenever an Ant-Man attacks, you may pay 1 mana. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. And whenever you put a 1/1 counter on target creature, you make an ant. Once per turn. Oh, well, there's another. So this is one of the other alternate treatments. I don't know what they call this one, but I like the looks of these. So, Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, we got a mythic, no less. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. So if they enter turn 1, you can do the abilities. And you can tap to add 2 mana if anyone colors from this mana. Only activate abilities of creature sources. I don't know if that's anything, but I'm gonna sleeve it. I feel like alternate art, mythic, sure. It's also an inexpensive card. I don't know how useful it is in the grand scheme of playability, but I don't hate it. I like the look of it. I got the Scarlet Witch version of that art yesterday. Web up, this time in foil. Mountain. And a Soldier Insect. So we got Ant-Man and the Insect for Ant-Man. Alright, 1 pack, then we're... It's not exactly split in thirds, because some packs clearly got shuffled around a little. But it's fine. It's roughly a third. Actually, if I just move that pack over, there we go. Never mind. It's a third. I wanted this to work, but I didn't get a chance to do this one today. When this it's a Hydra Infiltration. When this enchantment enters, target opponent discards 2 cards, and then whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you drain them for 1. Hydra has spread its tentacles throughout all levels of society. The only question is, where will we strike next? It's not bad. It was just a little expensive for the deck I was running. Helicarrier Strike, Teamwork 2. Helicarrier Strike deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If it was cast using Teamwork, 4 instead. Light them up, people. Sometimes it's going to blow them out of the sky with the Helicarrier. Widow's Bite. Very good removal. I think we saw this one, right? Teamwork 3. Choose 1 or both if it was Teamwork. Yeah, Death Touch 2-2. Yeah. Very good removal. Knight of Wondagore? A Cat Knight Villain. 2/1 Trample, and whenever you put a 1/1 counter on a different creature, this gets a 1/1. Put a 1 on this creature. Only once per turn, though. Well struck, Lord Gator. Let our atomic steeds carry us to victory. There's definitely aspects of Marvel that I don't know much about, and cards like that really cement that. I am Iron Man. Dropping cards. Kunlun Warrior. It's a 2/2. When it enters, you may sack an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card. The old men of Kunlun were afraid to train me. Now I am their last line of defense. Sparrow, Thunderer of Kunlun. It's a dramatic music hitting all of a sudden. For Ultron drone, apparently. It's 2/3, but it can power up to get bigger and make another 2/2. Many eyes, many hands, one mind. Death to Our Enemies is a great card name. It's a plan. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a tapped treasure token and put a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it, do 7 damage divided as you choose amongst 1 or 2 targets. Nifty. Robot Domination we saw, still like it. Spider-Man to the rescue! He got his own set, and yet here is a Spider-Man card. I think it's weird, but I don't hate it. I also think this one's a decent card. It's a Flash Vigilance Reach at a 3/2 for 3, which is already okay. But when it enters, you can tap him, and then when you do, another target non-attacking creature you control gains indestructible. So you protect something as long as it's not actively attacking. I think it's useful. World War Hulk. Okay, it's the non-comic version of the one we just saw. Cool. That is rare, which I like. Oh hey, Captain America, Wings of Freedom. Flying First Strike Ward 1. Whenever Captain America attacks, each other hero you control gets XX until end of turn, where X is Captain America's toughness. Oh, okay, so you gotta give him a bigger booty. But as soon as you give him a bigger booty, everything goes really well. Visions of Villainy in foil. Stark Industries. It's good to see the new industrial scale reactors almost online. Too bad I'm already designing the next one. Tony Stark. I've got a wall and a Moloid. There are so many tokens in this. Alright, Bolt goes to the side to start on the next stack. Yeah, I feel fairly confident in saying, if it goes past the halfway point of what we normally stream, I'm not moving over to Library of Ruina because it just won't be enough time. Considering that's 1/3 of the first box, I don't think we're hitting Library of Ruina tonight. Just a hunch. It's a hunch. I don't think we're hitting Ruina tonight. Murdoch's Crusade. I really like this art a lot. I'm not even a Daredevil fan, and I think this is really good art. Teamwork 4, choose 1. If it was teamwork, choose both. Street Justice, exile target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Legal Justice, exile target enchantment with mana value 4 or greater. Specific for you to need enchantments gone, but if you do, good. Kingpins Enforcers we saw. Hero in Training we saw. Powerful Broker. For each kind, you can tap it, and for each kind of counter on target permanent or player, give that permanent or player another counter that kind. So if I get poison counters on someone, I can make them more. Our new product makes disobedience literally unthinkable. Repulsor Blast we saw. Serpent Specialist I really like because it's the only other sneak card. It's a Death Touch 1/1, and it can power up to become a Death Touch 3/3. A wonderful score. Why is this? Oh, because it's a simple plot of Final Fantasy. I just set it. I need to set a playlist. I just set it to play Final Fantasy music. Technically, it's Final Fantasy. A wonderful score, my pet. I can't wait to see what we slither away with tomorrow. Princess Python Zelda Dubois? Surveillance Room we saw. Wiccan Rising Magician, legendary 4/4 with flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile another target non-land, non-token permanent. Blah. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. You flicker something. Step outside of reality for a moment. It might impress your attitude. Bullseye, saw him. Agent Maria Hill. Whenever Agent Maria Hill becomes tapped to pay a teamwork cost, she gets a 1/1 counter and you draw a card. I like that, especially because she's inexpensive. You're going to have to trust me. You don't have the security clearance for the truth. I haven't seen something like that. I've seen a lot of teamworks, but it's nice to see something that's like, hey, you want this to pay the teamwork cost to get bigger and then start swinging with it. Hawkeye Young Avenger, this puts in work too. If you're playing red, this is painful for your opponent. It's a reach 2/4. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to opponent, so not a creature swinging, it has to be a spell, it has to be a lightning bolt or whatever, it does that much damage plus X, where X is Hawkeye's power. So if you make her bigger, she can, even at base, a lightning bolt does 5 damage to face all of a sudden. And that's a lot. Not bad for a girl with no superpowers, huh? Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Ooh, Mythic, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Teamwork 5. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them into the battlefield. If you use Teamwork, you put any number of creature cards from among them into the battlefield. The rest in the graveyard. That's really strong if it hits. It's also really expensive. But if you have enough for all that, it ain't bad. Burrow Breakup. Create 2 3/2 white hero creature tokens with Vigilance or basic land cycling. Ninjas, again, lose our numbers, man. Luke Cage, Power Man. Island, and a hero robot villain. I feel like so far so okay. Would like some more of the mural cards, the scene cards, please. Also, I'd like 6 Mind Stones, please. Seems likely, seems definitely likely, right? I think we've had a pretty good mythic hit rate, actually. EDF the card. Unliving Legionnaire. I don't know why they're landing on that. It's a flying 3/2, which you can power up to return 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and while this gets bigger. I used this yesterday, it's okay. It's expensive, but it's okay. Grab up, Blazing Crescendo, Atlantean Cavalry, the crab card, so we hate it. Restorative Technique, Irby, Scout Unit, White Tiger, Ava Ayala. This is what makes the tiger we saw earlier. It's a 3/2, but for 5, put a 1/1 counter on White Tiger and create the Tiger God. Legendary 4/4 Green Cat God creature token with the Tiger God can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Really useful. 4/4 that can't be multi-blocked. Kinda useful. Speedball, New Warrior, another fun card. 2/2, but whenever a player casts a spell that targets Speedball, he gets plus 2/2 until end of turn, and you can move where that spell goes. So you can't remove him from non-combat. You have to kill him in combat, because if you try to target him, he just gets bigger and you move the kill spell back to their stuff, and okay, that was bad for you. To be a young and carefree superhero. Not a worry in the world. For this spandex savior. I wish. Luke Cage Power Man. He put in work for me today. He's a 2/5 with Unbreakable Skin. Whenever he attacks alone, he gets 2/0 and gains Indestructible for turn. People call me with their problems. They feel the cops don't care, the Avengers got bigger issues, and Spidey's number ain't listed. But they have my number, so they call me. Oh hey, Lord of Atlantis. That's a bonus sheet card. Creature Merfolk, other Merfolk get 1/1 and have Island Walk. Damn. Island Walk is not so... You don't see the walk abilities too often anymore. Island Walk is if your opponent controls an island, the things with Island Walk can't be blocked. Which could be... Sorry, I'm adjusting. Sitting up in the chair. Which could be really powerful if you're a Merfolk deck. I like that a lot. That's a mythic too, which is hard to tell on these. You gotta look for the M on the bottom left. So I'm gonna sleeve that one up. I think it looks dope. And I feel like, I don't know if Merfolk's is popular right now, but I feel like if you're playing a Merfolk deck, you want that, right? It's very good. Oop. Got Castle Doom. This also can put in a lot of work. So you can tap for colorless, you can add 1 mana of any color only for artifact spells, and you can pay 3 and tap this to sack an artifact to make a 3/3 robot villain creature token. Once per, only as a sorcery. So if you have a food token or a treasure token, it's a 3/3 bot. Which is crazy. Killmonger, but foil this time. Hell's Kitchen, but foil this time. And a Insect Clue token. Not bad. Considering how many things make clue tokens in this set, I feel like I haven't seen a ton of clue tokens in it. But now I got one. As long as I got one. Alright. Red Room Recruit. Burrow Backup. Bold Biochemist. It's a 1/3, and you can power it up for 6, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, and draw 2 cards. Dr. Pym always told me I was meant for big things. Turns out he was right. Dr. Bill Foster. Project Deathlock Soldier. A 1/2 zombie soldier. For 3 mana, return this card from the graveyard to your hand. Energy output at 97.003. Wake up. Deathlock unit. Repeat. Wake up. Yeah, that's probably not great. Hydra Assault Robot we saw. Wakandan Royal Guard. Gorilla. Lightning Strike. Simple, effective. You pay 2 mana, you hit something for 3. Invoking Thor's Wrath is a mistake few villains are stupid enough or sturdy enough to make twice. Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. We are at 3 out of the 4 Fantastic Four. It's a 2/4 reach. Whenever 1 or more tokens you control enters, you may draw a card. He's always in control of the situation, even when stretched thin. Baxter Building. It's a add colorless, pay 4, add 4 mana of any combination of colors, and a pay 4, draw a card, activate only if you control a creature with toughness 4 or greater. There seems to be a 4 theme here. Home sweet home until it gets teleported to the negative zone again or something. The Thing, Ben Gwyn. Yellow Jacket Heartless Marauder, the Ruinous Wrecking Crew, legendary 2/2. It enters with X/1/1 counters on it, and when it enters, choose up to X. Discard a card, draw a card, target opponent loses 2 life, destroy target token, each player sacks a creature of their choice. Not shabby, it can do a lot. The whole crew is versatile. Agents of Shield. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets 1/1 till end of turn. Very useful. Behind every shield solo mission are dozens of intelligence operatives, logistics coordinators, and backup agents. I would totally love to have multiple of those. Planes. I like Cap giving a little high five. Cool. I like that. And a villain treasure token. Nobody saw that. I didn't punch the thing the mic was on. You can't prove anything. Everything's fine. Technically, I didn't punch it. I armed it, but whatever. A little better. I feel like I knocked it out of where I was comfortable. Alright. Ugandan Drone Flock, Hydra Infiltration, Shield Spy Kit, Aerial Doombot, Knight of Wondergore, Hire a Crew. Alright, starting to get a lot of duplicates of commons for sure. Ultron Drone, Tuma, Killmonger, Red Guardian Super Soldier, legendary 2/2, Flash. When Red Guardian enters, destroy target creature and opponent controls that dealt damage this turn. You dealt damage? No, go away. You fight for your nation, Captain America. I fight for mine. Hellcat Undying Vigilante. It's a 2/2 haste. When Hellcat dies, return her to the battlefield under her owner's control with a 1/1 counter on her. She loses all abilities and gain haste. Basically, she can only do that bit once. She keeps haste. I've been to hell and back. You punks barely even register. We're still on box 1 with this many packs left to go, but we're speeding up quite a bit because we're starting to hit duplicate commons, so the speed increases. Hawkeye Master Marksman, 2/2 first strike reach, trick arrows. Whenever Hawkeye becomes tapped, you may pay 1 mana up to 3 times, and you choose up to that many. Net, target creature can't block. This turn, explosives, Hawkeye deals 2 damage to target player, boomerang, discard a card, draw a card. Lots of versatility on that guy, but it should be, he's Hawkeye. Dependable Quinn Jet, this time shiny, Swamp Butt Foil, and a Soldier Villain. Keep these a little better organized. Yeah, first box is going really slow, but that's okay. It'll go a lot quicker, and then box 2 will go a lot quicker. Still just one of the scenes I want. Trickster's Stratagem. I think we saw this one. Yes, we did, absolutely. Decoy Ploy, Raft Security Officer, pay 2 and tap to tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate if it targets a creature with power 3 or less. We've upgraded the power dampeners since your last escape. No more breakouts on my watch. Name withheld on shield orders. Last words. Oh, he died. Hydra Troopers, Pet Avengers. It's a 4/4 reach Dragon Cat Dogberg Frog Hero. And it can power up for 7 to put a 1/1 counter on this creature and then make a separate 3/2 white hero creature token with vigilance. Lockheed, Hairball, Lockjaw, Redwing, to me, Throg. So yeah, that's a card. Depower, Vision of Love, Photon Blast Barrage. When you cast a spell, copy it X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. Deals 1 damage to target creature. Just scalable pings. Try to outrun light, suckers. Photon, Monica Rumbo? Definitely saying that wrong. U.S. Agent John Walker. 3/2. When U.S. Agent enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sturdy Shield. That's where the token was. With equipped creature gets 1/2 and equip 2. Attach it to U.S. Agent. Roger can talk all he wants about unity and dreams. Enemies understand strength. Stature. Training Regimen. Enchantment. Creatures control with 1/1 counters on them of trample. Love it. At the beginning of combat any turn, put a 1 counter on target creature control. Love it. Would have loved to have had this today. Re-rack your weights, hero. Jim Staff could already die trying to do it. Avengers Training Room Note. And then Doom reigns supreme. It's a plan. Whenever a villain you control enters, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life, and put a plan on this. Excuse me, hiccups. When the 5th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it. When you do, target opponent exiles the top 5 cards of their library. You may cast up to 2 spells from among them without paying their mana cost. Disgusting. I want this. It takes 5 counters, but like, if you're in a villain deck, you're going to play 5 villains for sure. Winter Soldier Icy Assassin, double rare in foil. A 2/2 Vigilance Menace. Winter Soldier gets 2/0 for each equipment attached to him. And for 5, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Then you may attach an equipment you control to him. Finality just means do it once. Avenger's Hangar. It's a white-blue 1 life gain. I made some modifications I think you'll like. You were a test pilot, weren't you, Carol? Want to take the new Quinjet for a spin? Tony Stark. Villain. Treasure. Alright, let's shimmy these over. Almost there on the second stack. Alright, Crowd of True Believers. Aim Scientist. Wait. Yeah, we saw that one, right? When this creature enters connives, basic land cycling, pretty sure. Science demands sacrifice. I don't think we actually did. Our defeat. Rapid Rescue. Machine Smith Automaton. Very simple, very powerful. Trample 2/2. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. It can get big. Every day I find new ways to improve upon my designs. This is the inherent superiority of metal over flesh and blood. Machinesmith Samuel Saxton. Ant-Man's Army. AIM Synthoids. Doc Samson Super Psychiatrist. Really? Alright. Gamma Doctor Hero. 3/6. Big. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, put that many plus 1 of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent instead. Okay. And tap to add X mana of any one color, where X is Doc Samson's power. Cool, I like it, I'd run it. Go ahead, Bruce, let out your feelings. It's big, but if you already have that much mana, you get way more. Kang Temporal Tyrant. 3/4, whenever Kang attacks, he connives. And whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So every time he attacks, he drains. If you have no other way to draw. Hex Magic, I want this one in foil too, which looks sick. Exile all the cards. Oh, we read that one already. Justice Vance Astrovic. 2/2 flyer. When it enters, return up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand, and whenever another non-land permanent you control is returned to its owner's hand, put a 1/1 counter on Justice. Whew. Good at flickering, I guess. Agent Phil Coulson. Super strong. Super good card. Vigilant 2/2 for 2. And you can tap it to put a 1/1 counter on every other hero you control. It doesn't make himself bigger, it makes every other hero bigger though, and that can get stupid. The big guns are in flight. Agent 13, what's your status? Wiccan, but shiny. Fisk Tower, still not shiny. Leviathan, there's the token for that. Disgusting, love it. Whale with arms, because why not? And food. Looks tasty. Oh, I got a Italian sub waiting for me after this. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Technically, I got it yesterday. I was gonna have it after cards, but I kind of just wasn't hungry, so it's the after stream meal tonight, and I am very ready for that. Very ready. Helicarrier Strike. Project Deathlock Soldier Brave. Brawler Hawkeye's Bow. I do like the pizza and the dog. I am Iron Man. I am knocking over cards. Cards, could you not fall over? Go nuts. Kree Sentinel, Speed Young Avenger, Spider-Woman Secret Agent. Flash, when it enters, tap target creature an opponent controls. The creature can't become untapped for as long as you control Spider-Woman. I'm not friendly and this isn't my neighborhood. Pretty useful. Not great stat numbers, but very useful as a control thing. Rick Jones' Destined Sidekick. A 0/3 for 3 and tap, mill 4 cards. You can put a hero or enchantment card from among those cards in your hand. I don't know. I don't like doing graveyard stuff. I'd rather the stuff in my hands. But if you do care about graveyard stuff, probably great. Marvel? Did you know I once saved Hulk's life? Hulk, go on. You tell it better than I do. Human Torch Johnny Storm. Hey, okay, so we already had a Johnny Storm, but now we've got the cooler art, and that does make another full art. Super Soldier Serum. An enchantment, enchanted creature gets 2/2 and first strike and vigilance, and is a legendary soldier in addition to its other types. Whenever an enchanted creature attacks or blocks, attach any number of target equipment you control to it. Useful. Hercules, Prince of Power. So a 3/3 with power up for 5. Put a 1/1 counter on Hercules. He gains vigilance, indestructible, and haste till end of turn. No need to avert your eyes, mortal admirers. Nay, I say feast to them. Mountain, like that one. And villain. And treasure. Bulk piles. Their common piles getting high. Hopefully. Well, I mean, I can move it whenever I want, but waiting till the end of that makes sense. Ninja of the Hand. Atlantis attacks. Take up the shield. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Gains lifelink and indestructible to end of turn. I got this, Cap. Falcon. Sam Wilson. We say the nay. Call damage control. Choose up to 2. Return these cards from your graveyard to your hand. An artifact card, a creature card, an enchantment card, a land card. When the heroes clock out, they clock in. Crimson Operative, Dependable Quinjet, Quake Agent of Shield, Moonstone Harsh Mistress, Legendary 2/4. Human Doctor Villain is an interesting combination. Flying, whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from the graveyard. If you do, until the end of your next turn, you can play that card. So really good synergy with discarding stuff. Let me show you the dark side of the moon. Beast, Erudite, Aerialist, we saw. Echo, Perceptive Prodigy, Quicksilver, Brash Blur. I like this one because it's rare. Ley lines in Magic have this line of text. If it's in your opening hand, you can begin the game with him on the battlefield. I think that's a great thing to put on a speedster. It's just thematic. He's got haste, duh, and power up for 5, put a 1/1 counter, and double strike on Quicksilver. Double strike is always going to be good. Savage Land Dinosaur in foil, AIM Labs. Once I was a mere human guinea pig for AIM Scientists, but they did their job too well, and now I am their master. Soldier, Insect Token. We got, what, 2 more over here? It's a simple thing, but I'm glad that they have different art on the packs. Because, like, I feel like a good handful of the recent sets just have 1 pack art, and it's fine, but multiple is always cooler. Vision of Venality, of Villainy, I had to make that mistake every time. Panther Pounce, Cruel Alliance, Teamwork 2, exile target creature with mana value 3 or less, but if you use Teamwork, exile any creature and then you gain 3 life. Die, you pathetic swine. Viper, Ophelia Snarkskin. No wonder I kept getting this card. It's Viper. Giant Growth, Lightning Strike, Super Suit, Flash. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control and untap it. Quick creature gets 1/2, and it costs 2 to swamp around. Kirby Scout Unit, War Machine, Legacy of Iron. Flying 1/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets XL until end of turn, where X is War Machine's power. Listen up, you screwheads. Your history. Baron Strucker Hydra Overlord. Legendary 2/2. Villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Great if you're playing villains. Whenever another villain you control enters, you can have it connive. Do this only once per turn. Love it. Wish I had this. Minions of Hydra, behold, our ultimate destiny is at hand. Evil's Thrall. Khazar of the Savage Land. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You can play lands from the top of your library. When Khazar enters, create a Zabu, a legendary 2/2 green cat creature token with the landfall. Whenever your land you control enters, put a 1 counter on Zabu. That does a lot. It costs 5. That does a lot. I like that. The Kingpin of Crime. A 1/5 with Extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you can pay 1 white or 1 black. If you do, each opponent loses a life and you gain that much. Whenever you attack, you can pay 2 life. If you do, until the end of turn, creatures you control with toughness greater than their power assign damage equal to their toughness, but they attack with their butts, which makes him, roughly, as long as you're willing to pay 2 life, it makes him a turn 4 5/5, which is crazy, in my opinion. Maybe not crazy, useful. Atlantis attacks, shiny, swamp, not shiny, soldier, villain. I feel like we've probably seen all the tokens by now. I don't think there's one that I've spotted in the pre-release that I didn't spot here. But who knows? Agents of the Hand, Agents of Shield, Shield Deployment Drone, Stolen Star Tech, Lightning Strike, Super Strength, Overpower, or Depower, not Overpower, Crimson Operative, Thirst for Knowledge, Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. I am the Watcher. My species learned long ago the perils of interfering. For now, we observe. Hercules, Prince of Power. Too evil to stay dead. Absolutely wins for my favorite named card in this set. I love the name of this card. Teamwork 4. Choose target creature card in your graveyard with mana value 4 or less. If the spell is cast using Teamwork, instead choose any creature card in your graveyard. Return it to the battlefield. Literally too evil to stay dead. Love it. Absolutely. The 10 Rings. Legendary artifact. It's mythic. Your maximum hand size is 10. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 10 cards in hand, draw cards equal difference. Oh, damn. That late in the game, that could be a game changer. But you're also spending 8 on something that doesn't do anything else. I don't know. The rings act as if they have a will of their own, Shang-Chi. I dig it. I don't know if I'd play it, but I dig it. Atuma, Atlantean Warlord, Subterranean Cavern. This land enters tapped. Down here, I am no longer alone. I needed a kingdom, and they needed a king. Mole Man, Harvey Elder. And an insect clue. Alright. On to the last third of the first box. One of these days, you'd think I'd... Actually, I feel like I normally don't hit the camera too often. It's just been a today thing. It's not like me forgetting to set up my camera, which happens like every stream. Me punching the camera seems to be a today thing. Sorry, cards are slipping and sliding a little bit. Make sure they're good there. Cool. Got our rares, mythics, got our ones I want to hold on to, and fix the camera. Cool. Alright, last stack of the first box. Just gonna start putting garbage over there. It's because room. Bold Biochemist, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cruel Alliance, Pet Avengers, Stark Industries Executive. A 1-2, and for 2 and tap, make a treasure token. Useful for so many things. I would play this in any red deck myself. Treasure tokens are always useful, even if you only care about them as an artifact in this set. Some of these ideas are expensive. Someone has to make sure we can put them into practice. Pepper Pots. Supersuit, Vibranium Energy Dagger, Falcon's Wing Harness. When it enters, attach it to target creature control. Equipped creature gets 1/1, has flying and ward 1. And if you want to re-equip it, it's 3. Useful. Grim Reaper, Lethal Legionnaire. Whenever Grim Reaper attacks, you may pay 4. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking with a finality counter on it. Interesting that the Grim Reaper doesn't kill things, it revives things in this. The corpses have been sown. Now to harvest. Useful though. I like it. Hulkling, Burgeoning Bruiser. A 2/3 with vigilance. Whenever another creature you control enters, if it has power or toughness greater than Hulkling, put a 1/1 counter on Hulkling. We all named ourselves after the original Avengers. I picked the Hulk, be honest. Wouldn't you? Agent 13. Armor Wars. Alright, there's our rare. It's a saga. Excuse me, sorry. When it enters, you can draw a card for each artifact you control. That could be nuts. If you do, each opponent draws a card. It's fine. I get multiple cards, you get 1. Sure. Artifact spells you cast this turn cost 1 less. Great. Saga deals X damage to target opponent, where X is the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Love it. Yeah, if I was playing artifacts, I would want that every time. Gorilla, Foil, Plains, Soldier, and Clue. Alright, so I haven't even completed one of the simple scenes yet. I feel like the Fantastic Four is the smallest one, because it's just 4 uncommon cards, but it's still not that common. I guess if we're doing collector's packs it is. Aim, Scientist, well I'm not. Agent of Atlas, Hour of Defeat, Undercover Scroll, Volcanic Villain. No, we didn't see Volcanic Villain. It's a haste 3/2, it can power up to put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Simple. Get out of my way or get burned. Volcana, Marsha Rosenberg. Powerful Broker, Surveillance Room. Too evil to stay dead. Also, I like the art on it, but like the name alone sells it. Iron Lad, Diverging Destiny. Flying Vigilance 2/2. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You can tap this card to reveal the top card of your library. If it's an artifact, you draw it. If you had a chance to change your fate, would you take it? We got Patriot Shield Wielder. We got Arnin Zola, Biofanatic. It's our... I don't know if this goes with ones we got today, but it does go with a card I pulled in the pre-release. So it's alternate art. You can pay 3 and tap it to create a tapped 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Activate only if there are 2 or more creature cards in the graveyard. Simple. But that is part of the scene, so we'll put that aside. Cosmic Cube! Unfortunately, there's an alternate art for this that I will need for the big scene. It is an artifact for 5 with Ward 2. Whenever you attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You can cast a spell from among them with mana value less than or equal to the greatest power among attacking creatures you control without paying its mana cost. The rest on the bottom. Super great. I would put this in any deck if I pulled it in limited. Any deck. Like, it's expensive, but who cares? Hulk Smash in foil. Forest, but not foil. And Soldier Clue. Alright, now we're getting all the less interesting tokens. I guess that first set was just, hey, I don't think there's a Beatrice in this set, unfortunately. At least I haven't noticed one. The first bit we had all the fun tokens, now I just got the standards. Also, if you're how's it going? Welcome to Viper Chat. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Unliving Legionnaire, Frozen in Ice, Hydraulic Helper, Super Speed, Savage Land Dinosaur, Vibranium Energy Daggers, Death to Our Enemies, Black Panther Vanguard, Rewrite History. Whenever one or more creatures you control become tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Put a plan on this enchantment. Those cards, not too bad. We got a lot of mythics, got 2 fun alternate arts, got a few scene cards. I want more scene cards. That's me. When the 4th planet counters put on this enchantment, sack it. When you do, turn up to 2 target instant or sorcery cards from graveyard to your hand. Great if you're playing instant sorceries. So you need creatures to get instant sorceries back. I guess if you only have a few instant sorceries you care about, useful. But also, it's not a may. You have to. Whenever one of your creatures becomes tapped, you have to put a counter on it. So if you don't have something there, I guess you still get the card draw. Yeah, that's, of the plans I've seen so far, that's the most I have questions. Cloak and Dagger Entwined. Death Touch and Lifelink. Awesome. 2/2. When Cloak and Dagger enter, choose target opponent and up to 1 target creature they control. They reveal their hand. You may exile a non-land card from their hand or the chosen creature until Cloak and Dagger leave the battlefield. So it's an O-ring that can target hand. Interesting. AIM Scientist, but shiny Asgardian Citadel. Asgard remains Asgard, to be it in space, a mystic realm, or floating above Braxton, Oklahoma. Thor. And we've got a wall and an alien. Oh, aliens now. Haste has to attack. Cool. Don't think we've seen an alien token. Hold on. Cool. Yeah, I had to respond to a Discord message, but I could barely reach my keyboard, so I'll have to explain to them afterwards. Like, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be, like, short with you. I can barely reach the keyboard, so I had to be efficient. But it definitely could come across as, like, me being curt. Shield, Spy Kit, Red Room Recruit, and it was not intentional. Condon Drone, Flock, Repulsor Blast, Super Strang, Crab Card. I feel like these are falling over more often. Hulk Smash! Captain Marvel, Spaceborne. Flying Vigilant 4/4, damn. Cost 5, but as long as an opponent has cast a spell this turn, you may cast spells as though they had flash. I came here to study the people of Earth, not serve as their executioner. I like that. I would run that in. It's an interesting effect. Titania Rugged Rumbler. Legendary 5/5 has an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, or pay 2. Ward, discard a card, or pay 2. Face it, there's only room for one strongest woman, and it ain't you. Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero. A 4/4 flyer. Each power-up ability of permanency control can be activated in an additional time. Ooh, I like that. That's a build-around type card. It's expensive as hell, but... And then a power-up. Put 2 1/1 counters on Wonder Man. Punishing Punch. The Scarlet Witch. Legendary creature, Mutant Warlock Hero. A 2/3. Instant and sorcery spells you cast with mana value 4 or greater cost X less to cast, where X is her power. Some are bound by the whims of chaos, but I found freedom in its endless possibilities. Blazing Crescendo looks great in foil. Island looks pretty good in foil. And a hero robot villain. Alright, approaching the end of the first box. Alright, Decoy Ploy. EDF. Web Up. Gorilla, Stark Industries Executive, Rapid Rescue, Dependable Quinjet, Shuri, Wakandan Inventor. 2/1, did FF Job Select classes make heroes? They did, but they are different heroes. I don't know if they're... Huh, I don't know if they're typal heroes. I think they're just named heroes. But if so, that could be an interesting combination. Also, Jason, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. I know they're called hero tokens, but I don't know if they have the type hero. Whereas, like, this has type villain. I don't know. Mac, despite it discontinuing Mac support? Interesting. I also didn't know they discontinued Mac support, but I hope so if you want to play it. Nifty. Artifact spells you cost 1 less to cast, and tap 1 and 1 mana. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of second target artifact you control until the turn except it's legendary. It isn't legendary. Oh, if you've got a good legendary like, I don't know, the Cube, just clone it. You have 2. Disgusting, actually. I kind of love it. While her older brother T'Challa ruled Wakanda, Shuri perfected its defenses and vibranium-based weapons. Just hoping that works. Hope so. Good luck. Ronin Shadowstalker, Black Widow Double Agent, Misty Knight Hero for Hire, Storm Windrider. I like this Storm. 4/4 flyer already. Creatures with flying can't attack you or block creatures you control, and whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more creatures, those creatures gain flying. So you can literally like cast a tornado on your opponents, trap them in it so they can't block you, and then swing. Wind and Lightning, hear my call. And Hydra Troopers but foil, Forest but foil, and Villain Treasure. Alright. I think our Mythic rate's been pretty good. I wish we had more alternate arts, but I think this has been a good Mythic box. Agents of Hydra, Burrow Backup, Visions of Villainy, Kree Commandos, Futurist Forge, Kunlun Warrior, Ant-Man's Army, White Tiger, Moonstone Harsh Mistress, Okoye, Abomination, Terrifying Titan, a legendary 4/4, Trample, power up for 7. Put a 1/1 counter on Abomination, he fights. Oh, okay, so it powers up and then he gets to punch something. Stop me, puny fools, stop me how? Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. Hey, it's that card, but not the alternate art. We got the alternate art first. Many underestimate me because I carry no weapon, but I am the weapon. Yellow Jacket, foil. Los Diablos Missile Base. My men have been stationed here for weeks because of your infernal delays, banner. Are you going to test that Gamma Bomb or not? General Thunderbolt Ross. A hero and a robot villain. Energy Force now. Huh, okay. Interesting. Hope that works. Tricksters, Stratagem, Rocks and Brutes, Murdoch's Crusade, Hydra Troopers, Volcanic Villain, all damage control, Stop Falling, Aerial Doombot, Hydra Assault Robot, Jessica Jones, Private Eye. I don't think I've seen her yet. 2/3, you can tap to put a stun counter on Jessica Jones and exile the top X cards of your library where X is Jessica Jones' power. You can play those cards this turn. Specific, but useful. I would trade all my powers for a fresh pot of hot coffee right now. Ant-Man, Colony Commander, Whiplash, Vengeful Engineer. I had him. He put in a lot of work. He enters tapped as a 2/2, but whenever he attacks, if he's equipped, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life where X is done for equipment attached to him. Pretty useful if you got a lot of equipment. Wrap yourself in whatever armor you wish. I will shred you apart. Correct. So you give her up for 2 turns functionally to look at the top X cards of your library and play them this turn. Secret Invasion. I don't know how useful it is. Maybe if you can like up her power some way. I don't know. Secret Invasion. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, exile up to 1 target creature other than enchanted creature until this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature becomes a copy of that creature. Oh, literally just steal them. Interesting. So you can steal an opponent's creature functionally. They go away and this becomes that. And has ward too. I really like that a lot. Iron Fist Living Weapon. Whenever 2/3, whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, Iron Fist gains tap. Iron Fist deals damage equal to its power to any other target until end of turn. Danny Rand plunged his fist into the molten heart of the dragon again and again until they glowed and smoldered like hot iron. Still 2 creatures, do you? Exile to 1 target creature other than enchanted creature until its aura leaves the battlefield. No, you exile that and this the creature you control. Technically, I guess you could put this on an opponent's creature and copy like a 1/1 you have. But I feel like that's not the best use of 3 mana. But you could. Planes and villain treasure. Okay. G4 streaming service. Running a wrapper on your Mac. Okay. Something less Steam. Good luck. Am I reading this wrong? Okay, so enchant creature. Oh no, enchant creature control. Okay, so let's say I put this on a villain creature token. Cool. When it enters, exile one target creature other than enchanted creatures. So let's say I exile Iron Fist. Whether me or my opponent has it. But the first time. Okay, no worries, no worries. I was just trying to make sure I was reading it right too. Yeah. So interesting. You can clone something that you have that's strong, or you can get rid of. Not clone something. Yeah, it's really good for stealing your opponent's thing. It's, oh, I know what this is. I was like, that should be a token, but it is a token. It's one of these. These are for double-sided cards. Okay. Oh, gotcha. I see what the mistake is. Panther Pounce. Atlantis Attacks. Widow's Bite Serpent Specialist. Best card, obviously. Hire Crew. Hydraulic Helper. Aim Synthoids. Tigra Feline Fury. A 2-1 Flash Trample. Whenever you gain life, put a 1 counter on Tigra. Love it. There's not a ton of life gain, but probably enough. Say here, kitty kitty, one more time. I dare you. Iron Fist Living Weapon. Hey, look, it's that card. Grim Reaper. Baron Strucker. Oh, we saw this guy. He was the villain leader. Yeah, but now in different art. This one goes with this. So this is part of the same set, but I don't know where they are in relation to each other, but they're part of the same art. Shield Flying Car. Huh. Flash Flying 3/3 vehicle. When this vehicle enters, exile up to one target creature you control, turn that card so it flickers something. But it's only 1 to crew. Okay, 1 to crew for 3/3 I don't hate. And it gets a flicker effect? Okay. Usually not a big vehicle guy, but I don't hate that. Island, and then the token we knew. Come on. Second to last pack. Something good. Flash, crew, flicker, crew. It's a vehicle. I mean, yeah, you could do that, couldn't you? Raft security officer. Well, could you? Yeah, I guess you could. Hydra infiltration. Hero in training. Giant growth. Kree sentinel. Restorative technique. Don't fall. Ultron drone. Super villain lockup. Flash. When it enters, exile target tapped creature and opponent controls. Okay, so it's an O-ring, but they have to be tapped. Welcome to the raft, pal. Hulk Gamma Goliath. Whooped my butt. Villainous hideout. Add a colorless. Add a mana of any color. Spend a mana only cast a villain spell or activate villainous sources. And pay 3 and tap target villain you control connives. Only a sorcery. Cool. Would have loved to have that. Oh, I had him yesterday. Ares God of War. Ares attacks each combat available. But if any of your attacking creatures die, they don't go to the graveyard, they go to your hand. Let the slaughter begin. Not great if you make tokens. But great for everything else. Vision Quest. Search your library and or graveyard for an artifact creature card with mana value X or less. Put it on the battlefield with X additional 1/1 counters on it. If X is 4 or greater, it gains haste until the turn. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Is there a problem, Wanda? Depower, Forest, Soldier. Alright. Last pack of the first box. Only an hour and a half in. Don't worry about it. Don't question. Yeah, we're definitely going past the halfway point. Pretty definitively. Bold Biochemist. Kingpin's Enforcers. Take up the shield. Super Suit. Kowloon Warrior. Go Nuts. Knight of Wangrower. Super Intelligence. My favorite art of the set. Just makes me chuckle. Enchanted creature. At the beginning of the upkeep of that enchanted creature's controller, that player draws a card. So you put it on your own creature, hope it doesn't die, and get an extra card draw on your upkeep. See if it lives. With my Gamma Enhanced Genius, I am always at least 200 steps ahead. Leader. Samuel Stearns. Imagine naming yourself Leader. Titania, Rugged Rumbler, Luke Cage Power Man, Heroic Feast. When this enchantment enters, create a food token. Whenever you gain life, choose up to that many targets you control, put a 1 count each of them. The thing belched. I told you guys, Yancey Street is the best sandwiches. I kind of like the just everyone gathers around, eats food card. Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. A Vigilance Reach 1/4. You have no maximum hand size. I think that is very funny. As a hero that tends to make her fist bigger, No maximum hand size. Fitting. In Big and Fist, whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. Until end of turn, Miss Marvel gains Miss Marvel's base power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. Not shabby. Also double rare pack. Thirst for knowledge, but shiny. Stark Industries, but dropping. And the token. Okay, box 1 is done. Let's just get this out of the way. Get the second box. I'm also going to take a sip because I don't really have a chance to drink anything while opening cards. Staying hydrated is very important. So pardon me while I sip. Hoping to get more than one scene card for the scene I wanted, but I still think that was a passable box. We didn't get a Mind Stone, but otherwise I think it was okay. And we still did get some scenes, like it's not like we didn't get any. And we did get those, which I like. Alright, plastic be gone. We don't need the... Come on. Please, open? Really? Don't need the card, we read it last time. I should have gotten a new garbage bag for this, but alas, that's a problem for future Viper. And let's get these packs out. Stack 1. Stack 2. Stack 3. And toss out the garbage I made last. Oh, there. On to focus getting cut. No, it's only focuses there. I wish I could get it so it would focus where I'm holding it and in the back to see the cards, but alas, that's not how this camera works. Sure, there exist cameras out there that can do it, but this webcam ain't one. Alright, box 2, let's go. Only an hour and a half in. Vision's Villainy. Weapon. Rocks and Brutes, D-Power. Super Speed, Gorilla. Take up the shield. Oh, that is another one I need. Cool, that's for the one I actively want. Where is that on it? Hold on. That is 1 down and 2 right from the Blazing Concerto. So we have a Spider-Man on the top left. Got a Blazing Concerto. So I've got 1 in each of the 3 rows so far. Nifty. Okay. Speed, Young Avenger. You want more of those. Spider-Woman, Secret Agent. Rick Jones, Destined Sidekick. The Thing, Ben Grimm. Oh, okay. That's... Hold on. How many... So we got... Human Torch. I think that was the only one. Okay. Oh, but we did get the whole squad. Hold on. So we can show how it goes in Infinite. So we got 2 of their alternate arts, but this will still show the Infinite real quick. So, Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, whenever one or more tokens you control enter, you may draw a card. Whenever you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to target opponent. Whenever one or more heroes, you gain, you deal 1 damage. Oh yeah, whenever one or more heroes you control deal damage to an opponent, put 2 1 counters on the thing. Whenever you put 1 or more 1 counters on target hero, you make a wall. And then the wall goes back to Reed, and that just happens forever. So as long as the second you either put a counter, draw, or make a creature, they immediately go infinite, ping the opponent for infinite damage, you have infinite walls, draw infinite cards, and the thing gets infinitely big. So, cool. Also, this was the card I really wanted to build around yesterday, but didn't have enough green for. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl! It's 3 green pips. Do you like squirrels? She's a 4/4. Whenever the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl enters or attacks, you make a squirrel. And I love squirrels! For the same cost to play her, make X green squirrel creature tokens, where X is the number of squirrels you control. So you attack once or twice to get a few squirrels out there, and then you start scaling them exponentially. You know, it's fine. Unless they kill her. Machinesmith Automaton, Stark Industries, Villain, and Treasure. Not a bad start. We got another scene card we needed. We got 2 scene cards back to back, actually. Got Squirrel Girl. Not mad about that. Really solid start to this box. Agent of Atlas, Agent of Hydra, Shield Deployment Drone, Panther Pence, Repulsor Blast, Wakandan Royal Guard, We Say Thee Nay, Red Guardian Super Soldier, Hellcat Undying Vigilante, Photon Burst Barrage, Construct a Cosmic Cube. I don't remember who saw this one. No. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, make a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Also, hey Birdie, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land with Cat. How you doing? And put a plan counter. When you get your 7th plan counter, you sack it and you control your opponent during their next turn. Really strong if you can get it to happen, but it does need you to play 2 cards in 7 different turns, which isn't impossible, but the game's going long at that rate. Daredevil, Man Without Fear, Vigilant Haste 3/4, Radar Sense. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and whenever you attack, you can exile a top card of your library. If it's a hero card, Daredevil gets 2/1 until end of turn, and you can play that card this turn. Crowd of True Believers, but foil, Plains, but foil, and Soldier Insect. Hope you're doing well, Birdie. Hope your weekend's going alright. Yeah, we're halfway through the Marvel cards we're opening. And then we got a much smaller box of Hololive to open. Ninjas of the Hand, Wakandan Drone Flock, Stolen Star Tech, Volcanic Villain, Restorative Technique, Visions of Love, Hulk Smash! I don't need this one for this scene, but it is a different scene, and I do love that it's just a fist. We've seen Hulk Smash, but this is the scene art for it, but it's a different scene than the one I am actively collecting. Still, it'd be nifty to get them all. Baron Strucker, we've seen... Okay. Super Intelligence, love the art. Dark Fortress, it's the red-black. You talk of freedoms, liberty. Whose hands do you think built these battlements? Is there in their hearts peasants want to be ruled? Baron Zima. The Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. I got her as my promo card yesterday, but didn't actually run her. Flying 3/3. Whenever the Mighty Thor attacks, exile up to 1 target non-artifact or non-token artifact or creature, then return it to the battlefield with flicker. Whenever equipment you control enters, draw a card. So you can flicker an equipment that's not attached and keep getting card draw. Especially if it's a cheap equip. It's a cheap card draw, I guess. Hulk Gamma Goliath, but shiny, Hell's Kitchen, and Galactus, and Squirrel. Man, the biggest creature and the smallest creature. No, it's not the smallest. There's ant tokens, so I guess the Squirrel isn't that small. But compared to Galactus, everything is that small. Everything may as well be an ant to Galactus. Atlantis Attacks, Brave Brawler, Hydra Infiltration, Atlantean Cavalry, Stupid Crabs, Rapid Rescue, Crimson Operative, Savage Land Dinosaur, U.S. Agent John Walker, Stature, Size Shifter, Training Regimen, Death to Our Enemies. Oop. Namor the Submariner. We definitely saw him already, but we saw his... No, we saw the same one. Okay. Not shabby. 2 Namors. I hope that's valuable. Hire Crew, Foil, Fisk Tower, Leviathan, and Food. Yeah, I hope Namor's worth something. If people are running Merfolk, he's probably worth something. Maybe not like big money, but, you know, a few bucks. Because a few cards worth a few bucks all adds up pretty quickly. Helicarrier Strike Widows, Bite, Bold Biochemist, Kree Sentinel, Aerial Doombot, Ant-Man's Army, Vibranium Energy Dagger, Black Panther Vanguard, Rewrite History, very well. Colleen Wing, Street Samurai, Jessica Jones Private Eye, Avengers Disassembled, choose one or both. Avengers Disassembled is 3 damage to each creature, or destroy target land. Its controller may search a library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, tap and shuffle. Hydraulic Helper, but shiny. Island, Hero, Rubit Villain. I had to pick up a little speed. Still a metric boatload of cards, but... Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cruel Alliance, Murdoch's Crusade, Hydra Assault Robot, Giant Growth, Hawkeye's Bow, Herbie Scout Unit, Ant-Man Colony Commander, Whiplash Vengeful Engineer, Thor Odin's Son. Oh, this is a pretty crazy one if you're in those colors. 4/4, Flying Vigilance Prowess Prowess. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets 1/1 till end of turn twice. So if you Lightning Bolt somebody, you're doing 3 damage to them, and then this becomes a 5/5, or a 6/6. Now my hammer shall speak for me in a voice of thunder. And that's an uncommon. Though, keep in mind, that's still the first one we've seen, after a full box and then a little bit. So uncommon only means so much. Still, slightly more common than a rare. Kid Loki. Legendary 1/1. Each creature you control that you've put 1 or more 1/1 counters on this turn has hexproof. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Kid Loki. A lie is nothing but a story. We can choose to tell it differently. Also uncommon. The Superhero Civil War we saw earlier. Pretty useful. Agent of Hydra. Island. Wall. Mullard. Alright, Kingpin's Enforcers, Hero in Training, Giant-sized EDF Ant, Hydraulic Helper, Super Strength. That's not saying stack these. Hulk Smash. I feel like we get Super Strength into Hulk Smash pretty often. Ultron Drone, Speedball New Warrior, Doc Samson Super Psychiatrist, Black Widow Double Agent, Wonder Man Hollywood Hero, Thunderbolt's Conspiracy is new. It's a flash enchantment. Whenever a villain you control dies, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a finality counter. Oh, every villain twice. Creature is a hero now, in addition to its other types. Interesting. Justice, like lightning. Beast, Erudite, Airless. So they get to come back, but they don't trigger things that trigger when villains enter. Interesting. Villain and treasure. I still would use it. Like, getting things back. If somebody goes through the effort to kill something, it's probably worth still having it. Even if it doesn't trigger stuff it would have triggered on entrance. Alright, Unliving Legionnaire. Web Up. Red Room Recruit. Savage Land Dinosaur. Futurist Forge. Hire a Crew. Dependable Quinjet. Political Triumph. A plan. Whenever a creature you control enters, scry 1 and put a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it, draw a card, put a 1 counter on each creature you control. Each creature is nice. Especially because, you know, you need a creature you control to enter to pocket. Claim the Kingdom. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a 1 counter on target creature you control, and a plan counter here. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it. When you do, put an indestructible counter on target creature you control. I like that. Damn, alright. An early game green landfall that turns into indestructible. Claw. Sonic Subjugator. Iron Man, Master of Machines. Flying Vigilance 1/4. He gets 1/0 for each other artifact you control, which could be nutty. When Iron Man attacks, if an artifact enters the battlefield under control, turn draw a card. The future is what we make it. Captain America, Wings of Freedom. That's a good art for that. Legendary 3/1. Oh, we saw this one already, just not this art of it. Okay. Dig it. I like it. Ultron Drone, but foil. Stark Industries, but foil. Hero, and Robot Villain. Bulk pile doesn't want to stay. It's getting too powerful. Too tall, too strong. Too much bulk. Burrow back up. Bold Biochemist. Project Deathlock Soldier. Wakandan Drone Flock. Undercover Scroll. Super Speed. Knight of Wondergore. I Am Iron Man. Ghost Spectral Saboteur. We didn't actually see this one. Flash 2/2. Intangibility, Ghost can't be blocked. Do not speak foolishly of ghosts, or you may soon become one. Khazar of the Savage Land, Ronin, Shadow Stalker, Bruce Banner. Hey, our first flip card. It's a mythic, too. It's a 1/1 Legendary Human Scientist Hero. It's got X, X, and tap, draw X cards, activate only as a sorcery, and it can transform for 6. He shouldn't make me angry. And then we've got the flipped version, the Incredible Hulk. I like that Hulk art a lot. Reach, trample, 8/8. Whenever the Incredible Hulk is deal damage, put a 1 counter on him. If he's attacking, untap him, and there's an additional combat phase. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. If I could get him in a draft, I would be so happy. They'd kill him before I transformed him, which is the right thing to do. A foil Psychiatrist, a foil Swamp, and a Villain Treasure. But damn, he'd be a cool one to actually get out in limited. So expensive though, but red-green has ramp, so it's not like impossible, just difficult. He's still a 1/1, so he dies to yes, unfortunately, before the transformation. But he's also only one. Oh, he's weird that you need a blue. Okay, interesting. Hydra infiltration, thematically appropriate. Shield spy kit, like Bruce Banner should be blue. Hulk should be red-green. I agree with both of those decisions, but it does mean you need 3 colors. Trickster Stratagem, Kunlun Warrior, Pet Avengers, Stark Industries Executive, Surveillance Room, Too Evil to Stay Dead, Iron Lad, Divergent Destiny, Patriot Shield Wielder, Baron Strucker. We've already got him in that alternate, which is fine, but like we already got it. I'm just going to put it here. Epic Fight! Choose one or both. Double target creature's power and toughness on the turn. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. Think being big game is going to help you? Bub, all that does is make you easier to hit Wolverine. Very useful green card for 3. Rocks and Brutes. But foil, Aim Labs, and Soldier Villain. Get the bulk out of here. I mean, I'm opening cards, so you know I'm doing good. The cards have been passable. I'd say pretty alright. It's just the things I'm looking for I haven't gotten as much of, which is the Steam cards. But I still think we're doing okay. I wouldn't mind 1 or 2 more of like bonus. The bonus sheet is clearly not common, as I say. Final Fantasy bonus sheet was like once every 3 packs, and it has gone down in number since then drastically with every set. Decoy Ploy, Raft Security Officer, Hydra Trooper, Super Suit, Powerful Broker, Repulsor Blast. Take up the shield. We have that exact one too, don't we? Take up the shield. Okay, so we already have that exact alternate art, but that is part of the art we're looking for, so, you know. Tigra, Feline Fury, Iron Fist Living Weapon, Grim Reaper, Lethal Legionnaire, Red Hulk. So I did pull this in my pre-release box. That's part of the art of like the Hulk punching scene. Reach Trample 6/7. Enrage, whenever Red Hulk is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of 1/1 counters on him to any other target. Disgusting. If you get him out, you just win. You just win. You just win. Okay, it's not a guaranteed win, but you probably win. And uncommon is crazy. The Wondrous Wasp. Flash flying 2/1. When the Wondrous Wasp enters, tap up to 1 target creature. It loses all abilities for as long as the Wondrous Wasp remained on the battlefield. Don't overlook the little things. It's just Wasp and then Ant-Man. Island. Soldier Insect. Alright, so we're getting a few more scene cards, but now we're getting the duplicates. Give me non-duplicates. Packs. Some of the things on that list, a bunch of them are rares and mythics, so those are going to be a lot harder to get. I don't have any rare or mythic scene cards for that scene yet. Those are going to be harder to get. Hopefully, my hope is they won't be worth much, so people will sell them at cheap. Crowd of True Believers, Aim Scientist, Our Defeat, and honestly, if it ends up being really valuable, I'll just sell the ones I have and I won't collect it. It's fine. Serpent Specialist, Blazing Crescendo, Atlantean Cavalry, Boo Hiss Crabs, Irby Scout Unit, Quake Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., War Machine, The Legacy of Iron, Justice Advance Astrovic, Reconnaissance Mission, love that. Thank you, Birdie. Exactly. Hate the crabs, always. Enchantment, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and cycle it. Cool. Like that a bunch. I'm going to put it in a sleeve just because the bonus sheet really isn't... I mean, that's what, our second bonus sheet in a box and a third. So that shows how common those are. They're not. They're just not. Oh, cool. And Taskmaster, Mercenary Mimic. A 3/5 photographic reflexes. At the beginning of your first main phase, until your next turn, Taskmaster becomes a copy of up to 1 target creature on the battlefield, or a creature card in the graveyard, except his name is Taskmaster, and he's a legendary human mercenary villain creature. Cool. Keep the cards when you draft them. So pre-release boxes I have one right behind me. Hold on. Let me just finish this one. That, Aerial Doombot, Subterranean Cavern, and Villain. So you get a box. So it comes wrapped in an outside wrapper with just like a paper pull tab, and then inside is this. And inside here, there is a promo card. So like I got promo card. They used to have a stamp on them. They don't anymore because reasons. You get a separator, which is great because I put like the cards that are in my deck and I separate it with the cards that are in my deck. You get a spin down and you get 6 packs. You can use your promo card, everything in those 6 packs, and however many lands you want to make a 40 card deck. You keep everything in the box afterwards. If you use your card store's lands, you preferably return the lands to them. But otherwise, you have 6 packs, and you use everything in those 6 packs to make the best 40 card deck you can, given the fact that you have unlimited land. So it's different from a draft, where technically you see way more cards in a draft. Whereas, even though you only start with 3 packs in a draft, the fact that you take one, pass it, as long as you have more than like 4 people in a draft, you're seeing a ton of cards. You're probably not seeing as many rares just because, you know, people will take those. But if you're going for commons and uncommons, you see a ton more and you can kind of tailor your deck. Whereas in a sealed pool like a pre-release, luck of the draw. Pure, unabashed luck of the draw. I mean, a draft is still luck too. If you open a pack, generally speaking, yes. But those 6 rares might be 1 in each of the 5 different colors and a vehicle, and maybe you don't care about vehicles, whereas somebody else to your left might get 3 of their rares in green, 3 of the rares in white that all synergize together. So it can be very luck dependent, but it's useful when nobody knows the cards, like at the pre-release. That's why they do that. If nobody really knows what they're looking for or aiming for, let's see, read a bunch of cards, not slow down a draft. It works. I like it. It's the fee to enter is the price for the pre-release kit and goes towards prize support. So like, I don't know how much a kit would cost on its own, but it was $40 yesterday for the whole pack, and the prize support was 1 win gets you 1 pack, 2 wins gets you 4 packs, 3 wins gets you 7. So the prize support was really good, even though it was a more expensive pre-release than normal ones. But also, Universes Beyond just have a tax on them. Like, they cost more because Wizards of the Coast has to license that property. So the boxes already start at a higher price always for Universes Beyond. It's just how it is. Unavoidable. Brave Crawler, Ninja of the Hand. The pre-release kits used to be worth a bit more. Like, they would go up in price as time went on because the promo cards used to have a stamp on them that would denote it as like, this was from a pre-release kit. This is special. But now they're just a guaranteed foil rare. The rare or mythic, that's what your promo card is. It's always a rare or mythic and it's always foil. But there's no way to determine it was a pre-release one. So now the pre-release kits don't really go up in price. I'm sure they do a little. Ninja of the Hand, Restorative Technique, Hydra Assault Robot. I'm not really great at drafting, but I'm really questionably good at sealed because I have a bad habit of going like, ooh, big rare, I want to build that. But sometimes the decks that win are just I have really strong commons and uncommons without rare support, but they're just really good commons and uncommons, and I have a bad habit of ignoring that. Condon Royal Guard, a Mockingbird, Ace Agent, The Thing, Ben Grimm. Okay, so we saw the alternate art, but now we have the regular art. Don't worry, pal. Soon all your problems will be over, because it's clobbering time. I like his utter lack of neck there. Like, shoulders almost go up to the top of the head. Weekend Rising Magician, Mole Man, and a Loki. Blazing Crescendo in foil. I didn't know you could get foils of these. So that is a duplicate of one I got earlier, but now it's a foil one, so we'll replace that. I thought foil would be collector's pack exclusive. Mountain, Soldier, Clue. Because a lot of times, though, they can be. Not mad about that, though. I mean, I'm mad if they make the... honestly, I'm not even mad if they make the foil collector's pack exclusive. That's fine. As long as I can get the card. I don't really care if the foil treatment is collector's exclusive. Atlantis attacks. Take up the shield. Visions of villainy. Gorilla. Lightning Strike. I want a Lightning Strike in foil, because I think that lightning will really pop, and I haven't gotten one yet. Aerial Doombot. Aim Synthoids. See, the problem with me collecting these scene cards is when I go to draft, somebody's going to pass me one of those scene cards that won't work for my deck, and I'm going to take it anyway, thus taking a useless card instead of something useful. She-Hulk. Jade Defender. 4/4 Reach Trample, can power up to destroy one target artifact or enchantment and get bigger. Buddy, you blew through the wrong stop sign. Hex Magic. Dark Deed. Is this really the first Dark Deed we've seen? I really like the art for it. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Super great removal. You're pretty good, Toots, but me, I'm magic. Bullseye. I really dig the art for that a lot. It doesn't kill, like, everything, but it deals with a lot of problems. Beast, Erudite, Aerialist, Alien Invasion. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red alien creature token with haste, and this token attacks each combat if able. Put a 1/1 counter on it for each invasion counter on this enchantment, then put an invasion counter to this enchantment. Okay, so the turn you play it, you get a 1/1 alien that has to attack. Turn 2, you get a 2/2 alien, a 3/3. The aliens keep getting bigger. New York, again, too afraid of Asgard, I see. Thor. Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes, a flash lifelink. We didn't see this one, did we? When Night Nurse enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn and return it to your hand. For some, making a better world means mending bodies while pretending to never see faces. A nice foil mountain, and a villain treasure. Yeah, the one I showed up to this morning, they did a second pre-release. They only charged $35 for it, which is super awesome. I expected to pay $40 for it again. Only 2 people showed. It was me and one other guy. A third person showed up as we were starting to open our boxes, so they let them obviously join. And they had one of the guys from the store pick up a 4th slot, so it wasn't just 2 people playing against each other, and then 1 person sitting around watching. And they had said that whoever won that first game would get the 7-pack prize support, and whoever lost would get the 4-pack prize support. But they ended up giving all 3 of us that didn't work there 7-packs. So I lost my 1 round I played. I only got to play 1 round today, and I lost that round, but I still got 7 prize packs, which was insane. Very nice of them. It was a shockingly small event, but it worked. It went well. Panther Pounce. And it was really funny because I was playing heroes and my opponent was playing villains, so it was really thematic. Cruel Alliance. It would have been even more thematic if I had won, because I won the first round, they won the second, so it was like, the hero wins, the hero falls from grace. It would be great if they rose again, but the villains actually won the day. Aim Scientist, Agent of Atlas, Knight of Wondergore, Hire Crew, Pet Avengers, The Masters of Evil. Have we not seen this one yet? Jumbo Cacpot number 0981. Okay. I have slacked on doing Jumbo Cacpot for a long time, because I always forget to claim it, so I always forget to go do it. Or I always don't do it. I did pull this yesterday. It was one of the reasons I went villains. It's big and pricey, but if you get it out, it's good. I didn't have any plans, but other villains you control get +2/+1. Disgusting. It's a 5/6 on its own, and you can discard it if you know you're not going to get to that, or you care about plans, and you can search your library for a plan, put it in your hand to shuffle. You have made many enemies, Avengers, and your enemies have made many friends. Baron Zemo. I really liked it. Oh hey, Captain America, living legend. Vigilance whenever 3/4. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped during your turn, if it's the first time that creature has become tapped this turn, untap it. They say the world moved on without me. As long as injustice exists, I'm still needed here. Truck Toss, Mr. Hyde, Baron Helmut Zemo, legendary 3/3. Whenever you can cast a black spell from your hand, he connives, and he can boast. Exile any number of black cards from your graveyard with 15 or more black mana symbols among their mana cost. Jeez, so you really got to be in mono black. You may cast up to 3 of the copy of those exiled cards, and you cast up to 3 of those copies without paying their mana cost. Wow. Interesting. Really needs a lot of black, though. I don't even know if that would really work in Limited. I imagine him getting passed off in Unlimited, because I don't think you can make a 40-card deck with that many black symbols and make it... But it would be viable. You'd have to be mono black, though. You just barely hit it if, like... I think that's a lot, but, probably better in, like, Commander. A Moonstone, Harsh Mistress, and Foil. Florist, Hero, Robot. Yeah, I think I'd pass him in Limited. I think if he was my pack 1, I wouldn't pick it. It's hard locks you into mono black, and I just don't think you... Unless there's a lot of black creatures with multiple black pips, it's be really difficult. I mean, even if you don't use that, though, whenever you cast a black spell from your hand, you can eyes, so it does get bigger every time you cast a black spell. Which, if you're going mono black, is all spells. Although, like, everything that's not a land will make him potentially bigger. Our defeat, so I don't know. I still wouldn't pick him pack 1. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Unliving Legionnaire, E-Power. Or maybe I would, and no, I wouldn't, because I'd end up with something pack 2. Visions of Love, Rapid Rescue, Vibranium Energy Daggers, Super Villain Lockup, Hulk Gamma Goliath, Villainous Hideout, the Astonishing Ant-Man. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on the Astonishing Ant-Man. And for 3 and a tap, remove any number of 1/1 counters on the Astonishing Ant-Man and make that many green insect tokens. Cool, I'll dig that. That's a fun card. Arc Reactor. Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you've done activating mana abilities pays for 1. So if you have 5 treasure tokens, you can just tap them without, like, sacking them. Like, any artifact you have, if you have 5 total of them, this enters tap, but you get 3 extra mana on future turns. Total Marvel of Engineering. You can get that out really early, and I bet you that's fun. She-Hulk Shape Defender, Mountain, Leviathan Food. I like the Arc Reactor if you're hard committed to artifacts. If you're not, 5 mana artifact that can make 3 mana that's still ramp. But if you're already at 5, I don't know. If you're, like, hard not in any artifacts, Frozen Ice, but, like, in this set, you're in at least some artifacts. Shield, Red Room Recruit, Machine Smith, Automaton, Ant-Man's Army, Hawkeye's Bow, Ultron Drone, Mr. Fantastic, Captain Marvel, Avengers Tower. I don't think we saw Avengers Tower. Add 1 mana. You can filter to spend on hero spells, and look at the top 3 cards of your library. You can reveal a hero and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in any order. Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero, Fin Fang Foom. He messed me up today. So he's a 4 mana 3/5 already with flying. If that was it, I'd still be afraid of him. But whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets an artifact or land, you copy it, you can choose a new target for the copy, and he gets 2 bigger permanently. His limbs shatter mountains, his back scrapes the sun. Yeah, I felt like that when I was getting whooped by him earlier. Pet Avengers, Foil, Asgardian Citadel, and Soldier Villain. Never thought I'd lose to Pin Pang Boom, but they didn't even have anything to make him bigger. He's still just the 3/6 flyer. That gets through a lot of people. And I didn't have reach. Wakandan Drone, Flock, Decoy, Ploy, Giant Size Flying Ant, I am Iron Man. Go Nuts, Kree Sentinel, Don't Fall, Dependable Quinjet, Red Guardian Super Soldier, Kid Loki, Whiplash, Vengeful Engineer, Gleaming Bastion? I don't think we saw it. Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. Impressive, huh? Fury needed somewhere to park his car. Agent Maria Hill. Iron Man Armor, another mythic. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets 2/1 that has flying. You can pay 2. If equipment isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 hero artifact creature equivalent with flying, and a creature gets a 1/1 for each artifact you control until end of turn, and equip 2. Interesting. So if it's unequipped and you have a lot of tokens, you would just make it a big flyer for 2. Electra, Daughter of the Hand. Also cool art. All the Electra art in this set looks sick. A legendary 3/3 with Sneak. You can cast a spell for the cheaper mana cost if you also return an unblocked attacker. So if somebody doesn't block your 1/1, you can sneak this in and replace it. It's the Ninja Vanish. I was actually Electra the whole time. When Electra enters, destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 3 or less. Love it. I'm Electra Nachos? Not even the stars are safe in the sky. Avengers Hanger and Villain Treasure. Yeah, I've only seen the 2 Electra cards, but damn, they went hard on the art for her. Not mad. Love it. Definitely one of those characters that, like, I still don't know much of. But good to see him getting some art respect. Web Up, Agents of Hydra, Burrow Backup. We say thee nay. We say thee fall, apparently. Stop. Just stay over there. Call Damage Control, Crimson Operative, Surveillance Room, Thirst for Knowledge, Hercules, Prince of Power, Too Evil to Stay Dead, Abomination Terrifying Titan. That actively goes with... Oh, we got something cool there, too. That actively goes with the ones we got earlier. Yeah, there you go. We got 2 side by side. Alright. This is a 3x2, so it's 3 across, 2 down. And Red Hulk goes with it too. Red Hulk should be above this, actually. Hold on. If I remember... Oh, I didn't put Red Hulk here because I had one earlier. Alright, Red Hulk goes with that, though. T'Challa, King T'Challa. Legendary 3/2 with Flash. Whenever a player draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. Not whenever you draw their second card each turn, whenever a player. And you can transform them into Black Panther, Hope Enduring. Flash, Double Strike. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Black Panther. Whenever Black Panther deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Prevent all damage that would be... Okay, so it's not indestructible if they technically, like, kill something or destroy something. But they can't... A red spell can't kill it. Lightning can't kill it. Whenever Black Panther deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And Double Strike. Damn. Yeah. Expensive. Wait. If this side says Flash and has a mana cost, does that mean you can just flash it in on this side if you have the mana? It's weird for a transform card to say Flash. It implies to me that you can cast it on that side. I'd have to ask a rules person, though. Repulsor Blast, Brennan Azana Plaza, and that token. Alright. One more in this stack, and then we've got one last third to go. The card was King T'Challa. It's a transform card, but the side that it transforms into has Flash. Which to me implies that if you have the mana, and it has mana cost up here that it normally doesn't have, which to me means if you have that much mana, instead of playing Human T'Challa, you can just go straight to Black Panther. I could be mistaken, but it sounds that way. And if not, still not a bad card. It is a transform card, so like it has a transform cost on this side. But normally a transform card doesn't have its mana cost up here and doesn't have Flash. I've never seen Flash on this side of a transform card. I've seen it on this side. So in theory, you can not only play it on this side, but you can play it on your opponent's turn. Or anytime you can play an instant. Like, we had a Bruce Banner earlier. Hold on. And it won't have mana cost on the top, right? Where did it go? Where was the Hulk? Nope, I lied. It does have mana up there. Then it's only the Flash, not the mana cost. I swear it didn't have the mana cost up there, but that's fine. I don't know. I'd have to ask, like, if I had it in a draft or something, I'd ask someone. The likelihood of me actually getting a mythic rare flip card in a draft is 0. It's not going to happen, but, you know, if it did. Visions of Villainy, Kree Commandos, Trickster's Stratagem, Giant Growth, Lightning Strike, Super Suit, Undercover Scroll, Photon Blast Barrage, Mockingbird Ace Agent, Claim the Kingdom, Iron Man Master of Machines, The Serpent Society, the actual best card in the set. Man, I want that in a draft. Vibranium, Energy Daggers, Forest, Soldier, Villain. Alright, on to the last third. That was an okay one. Definitely got a few mythics I like. We still don't... It's crazy that we only have like 3... really like fancy treatments on the back at the almost end of 2 boxes. Kinda nuts. Also, we haven't pulled a Wolverine, and Wolverine's uncommon. Rocks and Brutes, Murdoch's Crusade, Hydra Troopers, Panther Pounce, Volcanic Villain, Powerful Broker, Hydraulic Helper, Loki Laufeyson. A modal double-faced card can be transformed to put in the battlefield transforms. Change from previous rules. Oh, okay. Okay, because I swear our previous ones didn't have the mana cost on the flip side. So you can play any of them transformed. He can just do his Flash. Huh. Okay. I didn't know they changed that ruling. Good to know. Good to know. Loki Laufeyson, a 2/1... For 1 and tap, whenever the next casts an instant source spell with mana value less than or equal to Loki's power this turn, copy it and choose a new. You can choose a new target, and you can power up to make them bigger, so we can do it to more things. Very useful. Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes, Shield Helicarrier. Did we see this one? No. Flying 4/5 that makes 2/1/1 soldiers when it enters, but it does need 4 to crew. But it still makes stuff when it enters. Tigra, Feline Fury, Super Adaptoid. A 2 toughness. His power is equal to the number of legendary creatures you control. In this set, almost every creature is a legendary, so you may as well just say creatures you control for the most part in this set. Whenever Super Adaptoid enters or attacks, choose another target creature. If that creature has haste and Super Adaptoid doesn't, put a haste counter on Super Adaptoid. Do the same for flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach. Wow. So when he enters or attacks, as long as you have somebody with one of those things that he doesn't have, he gains it. So it takes a few turns and a few attacks to get all of it. But if you have something with each of those, he just gets it. That is very adaptable, yeah. Ooh. Foil Mythic Ultron Artificial Malevolence. 2/4. Whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, you can pay 2. If you do, make a token that's a copy of it. If the token isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/2 creature in addition to itself. Based on the characteristics of the face that's being considered. Oh, okay, so you could put... That's why I thought it was weird that it was blue, green, red, even though I think that's thematically appropriate. I could put this in a deck that doesn't run blue. I would just have to wait for the full mana cost, but I could just play the Hulk. I'd never have to play Bruce Banner, as long as I could get that much mana. Okay, interesting. Interesting. The extra rules are more for considering, like, commander restrictions, I assume. And other cards that are, like, converted mana cost. Interesting, though. Yeah, so he can make clones of artifacts, which is crazy for a 3-cost guy. Father, humans serve their purpose. My imperative now is to terminate them. And you. Ultron to Hank Pym. Can you have both cards on the deck? In a commander deck? I don't know. My gut says no. I also am... I don't know. Don't get me wrong, you can do so many funky things with Commander already. If it was me, I would rule it as a no. But I don't know. I'm not positive of that. Hell's Kitchen. Oh, well, you could have one transformed and one not transformed, for sure. But if you couldn't transform your second copy. So, like, the legendary rule wouldn't apply unless you were trying to make a second Incredible Hulk. But if you had a Hulk out and you cast Bruce Banner, or if you had Bruce Banner out and decided to cast a Hulk instead of transforming him, it sounds like that should work just fine. Legendary rule should not apply. You should be just perfectly good. Which is interesting in your hand. What card is it? I don't know. Any previous one, I would say it's Bruce Banner in your hand. It's obviously Bruce Banner. But I don't know. I would say it's Bruce Banner in your hand until you choose to cast it otherwise. But I am not a rules layer. Hell's Kitchen, Wall, and Alien. I think it's Bruce Banner until you choose to cast otherwise. But again, a rules layer would know better. That's just my assumption based off of what I have experienced of Magic. Atlantis attacks, Widow's Bite. However, if you go to cast, let's just say Bruce Banner, say the Hulk as an example, as you're casting it, it is the Hulk. So for things that care about converter mana cost, color type, creature type, whatever, it is the Hulk as you're casting it. But I think in your hand, it's Bruce Banner always. Raft Security Officer, Super Speed, Savage Land Dinosaur, Repulsor Blast, Super Strength, Speedball New Warrior, Moonstone Harsh Mistress, Dr. Samson, Super Psychiatrist, Hidden Lair. Did we do this one? We did actually. But another rare land, never mind. Oh hey, the Superhero Civil War, but in cooler art this time. We saw it before, but the art is sicker. Love it. Serpent Specialist in foil, Swamp, and Insect Clue. Can you have the Hulk in your hand instead of Bruce? Or you cast Hulk or cast Bruce Transform? I don't know. I honestly don't know if it matters which it is in your hand. But I think in your hand it has to be Bruce. I think until you cast it, it is Bruce until you cast otherwise. I think. Again, I'm no expert, but I think in your hand it's Bruce. Each double face card has an icon on top left corner of each face. For modal double face cards in the set, these icons have a single black triangle. Front face double. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it's Bruce until you choose otherwise. Or until you cast otherwise. Okay. Good to know. Hydra Infiltrator, Hero in Training, Bold Biochemist, Kingpins Enforcers, Atlantean Cavalry, Blue Crabs, Hate 'em, Hulk Smash, Gorilla, Stark Industries Executive, Falcon Winged Wonder, Colleen Wing, Steel Samurai, the Street Samurai, Arnim Zola Biofanatic. That's another uncommon we haven't seen yet. At almost 2 boxes in, we're seeing new uncommons occasionally. 2/3, 3 and tap, make a tapped 2/1 black villain creature with menace. Wait, we did see him, but we only saw him, not in this art, we saw him here. He was that one. Okay. So we saw the text, but not the... Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Saw him earlier, still love it. Really thematic. Probably not going to actually... Wait, if the double face card, you may transform. Oh, because you're not paying its mana cost for that. That's a you can cast it. That's a specific thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that doesn't contradict. AIM Synthoids, Mail-In, Hero, Robot Villain. Alright. I was like, wait, if you can already cast them flipped, why would that specify you can cast it flipped? But it's because it's forcing it to enter the battlefield, so you don't have to pay the cost. Take up the shield. Ah, don't drop the card. Ninja of the Hand, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Rapid Rescue, Futurist Forge, Kunlun Warrior, Dependable Quinjet, Pim Particles, Mighty Knight Hero for Hire, Ghost Spectral Saboteur, White Widow Free Agent. That's new too, right? 2/3, when White Widow enters, choose one. Put one counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to hand. 5 years, or for years I wanted to be you, Natasha, but I make my own way now. Captain America's Shield. Indestructible. Equipped creature gets 8 booty and has vengeance. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. That is pretty nuts for a 2 cost in my opinion. 2 cost to equip. I mean, it's no extra attack, but your creature ain't dying. Defends what it defends what is and stands for what could be. Wakandan Royal Guard, but for Los Diablos Missile Base, Villain Treasure. Shield deployment drone, Stolen Stark Attack, Crowd of True Believers, Ant-Man's Army, Volcanic Villain, All Damage Control, Herbie Scout Unit, Madame Mask, that's also another one. When Madame Mask enters, she connives. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, make a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Cool. Useful. Wish I had that. For pre-release, White Tiger, Ava Aelin, Madame Hydra. Whenever you cast a villain spell, oh, I had her, but her alternate art yesterday. Really good, because if you pair it with the guy who pings every time a villain enters, every time you play a villain, it pings for 2. And I got to have that happen. It puts in a ton of work. Whenever you cast a villain spell, you make a free villain creature with menace. This will be our Knight of Glory, Hail Hydra, but I had her alternate art, so I didn't actually, it's my first time seeing her regular art. Baxter Building, Mjolnir, we got 2 of them, damn, 2 Mjolnirs. Hell yeah, I hope that's worth something, because 2 of them, not shabby. Futurist Forge, and if it's not, then I got 2 Mjolnirs, Swamp, and the thing. Alright, getting close to the end of this box. Cruel Alliance, Helicarrier Strike, Agents of Hydra, Aerial Doombot, Hydra Assault Robot, Serpent Hiccup, Serpent Specialist, another Blazing Crescendo. We have gotten 3 of this exact card. Stupid Hiccup, stop. It's fine, but it's clearly a common. Falcon's Wing Harness, Agent 13, Sharon Carter even. Crossbones, Malicious Mercenary, Human Torch. Do we have all of them now? Hold on. I think I traded for a Sue Storm earlier. So, oh no, that's another Human Torch. So we got Human Torch, we got the Thing. Okay, so I'm missing Mr. Fantastic, and then I'll have the full set of 4 arts. Cool. Nifty. Hey, we got a cool Hawkeye. It's not a mythic, but it's the cool art. We already saw the text earlier, but I'll still put it in the sleeve anyway, even though it's probably, as a rare, it's probably not worth much, but I like it. We will respect Hawkeye here. There's enough card variety here that drafts are going to be interesting. Whether they'll be good or not, that'll be, people will determine, but it'll be interesting. It's probably not going to be... You're not going to see a lot of the same stuff. In the commons, maybe, but... Frozen in Ice, Raft Security Officer, Racks and Brutes, Hire a Crew, Hydraulic Helper, Giant Growth, Vibranium Energy Daggers, Black Panther, Vanguard, Jessica Jones Private Eye, Viv Vision Team Synthezoid, Reptile Dinomorpher, World War Hulk, Taskmaster. We haven't gotten a non-foil Taskmaster. We've gotten 2 foils. And Treasure Villain. Not important, but interesting. Brave Brawler, Unliving Legionnaire, Shield Deployment Drone, Preset No Restorative Technique, Super Suit, and Synthoids, Thor, Odin's Son, that's the Prowess, which is phenomenal. Stature Size Shifter, Political Triumph, Training Regimen, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Murdoch's Crusade in foil this time, Hell's Kitchen, Wall Lord. Alright, we got 2 packs left, come on. It looks like we're averaging 2 of the fancier finishes per box, which is a rate that is definitely lower than I would have liked, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Murdoch's Crusade, Project Deathlock Soldier, Burrow Backup, Stolen Stark Tech, Kunlun Warrior, Go Nuts, Knights of Wundagore, Super Intelligence, Red Hulk. Oh, my first time seeing the regular art of Red Hulk too. I've only ever seen the alternate arc. To finally defeat the Hulk, General Thunderbolt Ross became what he hated most. Dark Deed. Honestly, might be the art I think is coolest of any common uncommon in this set. The funniest is the big brain guy, but I think this might be the coolest art on a common uncommon for me. Luke Cage, Power Man, Armor Wars, we saw this one too. Undercover Scroll, but foil, Asgardian Citadel, Soldier Clue. Final pack. This will have the Mind Stone, right? Damn, 2 pre-releases, a total of 11 prize packs. So it's 12 packs in the pre-release. So 23 total packs opened before streaming this, just because prize packs and pre-release kits. And then 2 boxes and no Mind Stone. That's why it's going to be worth money. Aim Scientist. Somebody played it against me yesterday. Hero in Training. Decoy Ploy. Lightning Strike. Still no foil Lightning Strike either, and that's a common. Super Strength. Depower. Crimson Operative. Speed. Young Avengers. Superwoman. Spider-Woman. Secret Agent. Hulkling. Burgeoning Bruiser. Doom Reigns Supreme. Arc Reactor. Stolen Stark Tech, Pym Technologies, Soldier Villain. Not bad. Actually, I'm pretty sure... I think it's in the case that my camera is resting on. I did get the Sue Storm alternate art. I'll post a picture on Discord later then, because I think I do have all Fantastic Four now. I just don't have them all out. So we got 3 of the 6 of the Hulk one. We got, I think, all 4 of those now. We got Take Up the Shield. We got... I have 2 more... I have 1 more of these in the pre-release kit. Bullseye is just kind of on his own, doing his own thing. This goes with the Hulk one. So we got 2 cards for the big one I want. One is foil. We got a solo Bullseye. We got 2 of the Fantastic Four, but I'm pretty sure I've got the other 2. 2 Hulks, 3 Hulks, because we had Red Hulk and I just put them away. It's okay. I wish I had gotten more of the scene cards. I don't know whether I'm going to end up actually collecting these, because it really depends on how valuable they are. If they are worth way more than they're worth to me, I will sell them. If they ain't worth much, I'm going to collect the big one at least. So we'll say. Not shabby, not shabby. Only 2 bonus sheet, which is sad. But also 2, including a mythic, of the title cards, which I like. All right. So